Hello everyone. It is time for more Urban Myth Dissolution Center. I got up early today so that I could prime some more models. And I think I fucked up a couple of them. But you know, overall, I think they came out pretty good. Yeah, that was just me connecting my controller. Because I didn't have it connected yet. Because I'm a fuel. Some kind of fool silly head. That should be all my going live messages. I mentioned it in my Discord, but I did... It's not like a one-on-one sponsorship, but I do have a sponsorship in Stream Elements, where I will play Zenless Zone Zero, and if people install and play Zenless Zone Zero on their PCs, I will get paid. But I'm also getting paid a fat $14, even if, you know, nobody else does it. So, you know, it's not a lot of money, but, you know, it is guaranteed money, which is the only reason I even considered doing anything like this. And, you know, if people are like, oh, I kind of want to... I've been thinking about playing Zenless Zone Zero, and now that it can just give Kate money for free, maybe I will play it. And it's like, that would be pretty sick. When I do that, I'm going to wait for Zenless Zone Zero to have another story update, or I might just play the story stuff that came out recently, and I decided not to stream, and I might see if I can just redo that on stream, just because it would be kind of... It's just like, I might as well play that. She said, do that. Yeah, I did. Fuck. I've been totally owned. I don't know if the stream can go on. I don't know if I can keep going. Anyway, Urban Myth Dissolution Center. Let's get this guy fucking... Put your finger on the book. Just do it already. Next card. Oh my god, I can't even tell what it is. It's just like space out there. Episode 3, Stairway to Limbo. My god. I'm also working on a reference sheet for my updated model, so that when I do have the money, I can actually say, hey, I have this reference sheet, can you please make a model? Did you see that site? Weird cards and a countdown? But yeah, I'm working on that. I'm going to be working on making new emotes. I'm going to be working on a banner. I'm going to be working on some stream assets. It really will all just be, like, once I put together enough money and commission this artist, it'll just kind of be a countdown until I can do a re-debut with, like, a new model and a new icon and a bunch of new shit. And it'll be a ton of fun. But, you know, there's a lot of time in between because commissioning a 3D model is, expensive. Yeah, I heard. That Devastation and Judgment thing. Occult fans planning something crazy. They were behind that bomb attack on Chief Cabinet Secretary. And they have a countdown? Maybe it must be till their next attack? Oh, fuck. It's this fucking guy again. Tons of bombs going off when it reaches 0? LOL? What were they called again? Samezimmerers? Yes, Zimmers. I could picture them doing that. They'll erase you if you keep saying that, XD. There he is. Giovanni from Pokemon. It's time to unban the myth of disassociation centennial. Yes, that is correct. He's too spooky. Must be imagining things. Breaking news. A terrorist bomb attack took place yesterday by unknown parties, killing 3. The security police urge caution when approaching unattended items in public spaces. Next, updates on the missing persons. No Giovanni. Giovanni wasn't there. Just like Shoto. I see, so the countdown may be a statement of intent. I'm scared. What's gonna happen when it reaches 0? And why are they even doing this? The countdown page shows the Devastation and Judgment painting. They're anticipating the advent of war, natural disasters, or a pandemic. You can't fool me. That bottle is estrogen. I recognize it. When the paradigm shifts, there's a chance for their lives to change fundamentally. Thought that does seem to be the thought. I think that's supposed to be though. Rather than could be testosterone, maybe? Maybe. I'm pretty sure I recognize it, though. Though that does seem to be an opportunistic view of the Great Reset. Would they really get to change their lives? They do seem to believe so. I'm looking forward to the day when all the fools will have everything exposed and judged. Huh? Now, I should brief you on the new request. There's a mystery-themed tour whose participants are said to go missing. We've been asked to find out the identity of the tour's organizer and their goal. So you know, the client is anonymous. Is it a magical mystery tour? It might be. No, it's kidnapping. It could be magical kidnapping. Sounds as fishy as it could get. An important point of note. If they realize who we are and why we're there, they may cancel the tour outright. Does this mean that we'll be participating in the tour incognito? You may hear angels sounding their trumpets. But please do be careful. Secret investigation! Espionage! Yes, Jasmine is here! Hell yeah! So this Ueno Occult and Dark Mystery Tour? Mysterious tour, unknown organizer, people going missing. Is this for real? And I heard it's invite only, right? Just use your Magatama. But I don't have any evidence! They're just gonna kill me! Means we'll be there instead of the client. They okay handing us the ticket or what else? Should I wear a mask or something? How'd that even help? This ain't a hardcore deep cover gig. No props unless they realize we were given the tour tickets. So don't you go introducing yourselves as a center rep, okay? I'll try not to. Anyway, on the menu today, find out the identity of the tour's organizer and their goal, eh? With the risk of having the tour itself called off, if the organizer realizes who we are... So I should wear a mask then? We're regular normies. No one's gonna notice anything we do. I mean, you were in an occult video, like, not too long ago, like a week ago. Like, people have seen your faces. And there's a chance they could connect it to the center. That's that. Mind checking socials about the tour itself, for starters? Yes. It'll be fine. Yeah, of course. If we're going undercover, better read up a bit about the tour, yeah? Can't find any info on the tour outside socials. Need to check for rumors around this obscure Ueno Occult and Dark tour. And find out who might be going on it. Indeed. Indubitably. Well, Occult and Dark is right there. Everyone who saw that video died 3 hours ago, 7 days from the event. I should probably look up Occult and Dark. You might get some hits from old posts. Seems like there are tons of rumors, though. You might be able to narrow things down with some keywords from people who went before. Dates and locations being sent by DM to a few of the lucky selected participants. Shinabazu Pond Anomaly, Ueno Park, Ueno Paris. I want to go? How do you apply? Wild rumors. Occult and dark. Do you mean spooky and shady? No, I mean fucking magic and mysterious. Getting a reaction for the words wild rumors. Doesn't wild rumors sound a bit like wild tubers you could forage or something? What? What? Tubers. Held randomly, no one knows who put it on. I've heard rumors, urban myths. Places a large flow of people like Ueno Station have rips in the space-time continuum. Okay, let's... Bink. None? Okay, fine. Fuck. There's a mysterious being on this timeline, the same level we went occult and dark. I keep forgetting the name, though. Secret account. Natasha Singh. What is that? Who is Natasha Singh? Oh, I think I heard that name in some urban myth. Journal. Oop. Alright, who's Natasha Singh? My card. Flat. The week flat. Spirit spot map. Zimmer. Samazime. Blah, 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 blah. Boober Eats. Urban myths. Natasha Singh. This is back when the little bird was still chirping. I wonder if this account still exists. Have you heard of Natasha Singh? She had more than 700,000 followers, but the creepiest part is, most of them have no recollection of following her. Following her didn't bring any bad luck, but it made him even more spooky. What could Natasha Singh gain? There was no bio or profile picture on the account. Rumors began to fly about who could have made the account and why. Some mentioned a sick, hospitalized woman with the same name. She's said to have jumped from her hospital room and died. Is the account a manifestation of her spirit? No matter how deep everyone digs, they can't find a thing. Maybe you should unfollow her before it's too late. Baby Blue. There's a way to hold a ghost baby. Summon the bathroom. Call baby. Yeah. Weight of a baby in your arms. It grows heavier and heavier until you won't be able to hold it. Before it gets too heavy, you need to flush it down the toilet or wash it down the drain. If you don't get rid of it in time, a woman will come out of the mirror and attack you, screaming, "Give me back my baby." Satoru. You call him, and he tells you where he is, and he comes closer. As soon as he's behind you, ask him whatever you want. If you don't ask any questions, he'll kill you. Hanako from the toilet. We know about her. Bloody Mary, we know about her. Okay. Not mutuals. You end up following them even though you never followed. Ultimate hacking tool or whatever. Not invite only. Held randomly. No one. Let's see. Secret base. Saigo-san's statue moved? I know the story of Saigo-san's statue. He flips the pages of the book he's holding. No, that's actually Kinjiro Ninomiya. Nothing for hacking tool. I mean, I guess. The thing about the search terms is you find them on posts where the words are like wiggling, and then you can hit them with your glasses. Ultimate hacking tool. That sounds totally different. No one said all rumors are true. Held exclusively. Congestion causes rips in the space-time continuum? That's a thing? I wonder who said that. An occult researcher. How lucky that our client got selected. Seriously. Journal updated. Okay. With what? Is it case notes? Okay. The secret tour. Great reset. People. Urban myths. Database. So it doesn't get anything with both. And this one gets too many, so I can't search it. Whoa, it's true. You can make a living with social media these days. Yeah, it's just if you search. They're just mentioning if you search for Natasha Singh. A mysterious being? Oh, what's that? Secret account. Mutuals automatically. Can you search occult and wild with Natasha? Natasha isn't a keyword search. She's just an unrelated urban myth because it has those in this. Occult tourism. Anomaly? Unsolved case. Underground facility. Barrier? Sounds like quite the tour. Occult tourism, famous occult spots. How do you apply? Invite only held randomly. Secret base. Find keywords related to tour participants. This is the tour? Looks like it. Only for selected participants, huh? What a concept. Okay, so we got something about... Oh, okay. Why is Stream Elements trying to fucking... Stream Elements is trying to post the fucking... the Zenless Zone Zero link. Fucking right now, for some reason. I thought it said it would only come in when I was categorized in Zenless Zone Zero, which I'm fully not. Sponsorships. Uncheck the chat bot. I actually need to add a fucking goal widget to get paid for this? That's so dumb. Anyway. The bots are fighting. Let them fight. Mutuals automatically. Really? Too many search terms. No results. But I don't see any more things that I can search for. What is occult tourism? Tours to ghost hotspots, historical sites with legends behind them, or locations related to the occult. And dark tourism involves going to places where crimes or accidents happened. It looks pretty popular. Sure does. Better check on this. Wow, an invite-only event. Sounds pretty mysterious. All that mystery is what gets people intrigued. The invite-only part draws them in even more. Oh, okay. That was it. Okay. A secret base? Something like that exists? They're watching way too many action movies. There really are all kinds of accounts. If you put doctor or lawyer in the account name, people fall for it even more easily. Huh? So it's not an account hack. What? It's like you have to actually look at the Natasha account for it to happen. That's amazing! It must have tens of thousands of followers now. Is my account following someone without me knowing? Is Natasha in there? No way, 700K? Impressive. Okay, so we have one check. And it's just find keywords relating to participants. I've checked all of these. I don't see any wiggly letters. I'm looking for wiggly letters. Can you use glasses without the letters? Yeah, you can. It just doesn't do anything, I don't think. The letters aren't floating up here. Maybe it's not that important? Like, I can just keep hitting these. But, like, the floaty letters are the important thing. I know you're here somewhere. No, just a dud. Maybe go look elsewhere? Letters come to life. Nope, not happening. No search keywords hidden here. It just says find keywords. And I don't know how I would do that. Oh, there it is. I didn't see that selected was wiggling. Maybe I'll find other tour participants with this keyword. Totally. Get on that. There we go. I didn't see that selected was wiggling. Hey, Occult and Dark organizers, I'm waiting for my invite DM. You think they'll get a DM if they ask like that? Never hurts to try. How do you get the invite email? How do you qualify? Do they need to know things like follower count, annual salary, marital status? Qualify? I wonder how many people sign up in the first place. I heard those who get the email never come back after Occult and Dark. I'm sure they're riding the river Styx right now. Going on the tour and never coming back? People go missing? That's the whole thing we're investigating. That's hard to believe. Creepy. But you get a DM for a tour you never signed up for, right? That's a death trap. You'd have to be crazy to go. An invite DM comes even if you never signed up? Really now? And people just go with it and join? People think it's a lie that you get an invite DM, but it's not. I went on the tour last year. You can't get that kind of experience anywhere else. Also, who's spreading rumors about people going missing? LOL. Those who've been on the tour seem to be pretty happy with it. And I guess people aren't actually going missing. Missing people, as if. People don't go missing. That's not a thing. Isn't Occult and Dark infamous for people going missing or meeting misfortune? The tours themselves are their own urban myths. Like if the guides are even human or not. Going missing? Meeting misfortune? Really? People going missing. So, if so, the police would normally be involved. The whole invite-only tour thing is suspicious, too. If I got a DM invite, I'd 100% think it's spam. True, it's hard to say if it actually happens. But people do get invite DMs. I got an invite and went before. It was such an experience, I find myself wondering if it was all just a weird dream, even now. So some people are saying it was like a dream. What's with this tour? Yamada Gas Mask heads for another world. I got the infamous DM for the Ueno Occult and Dark tour. The message really comes out of nowhere. I'll post a report article soon, so be on the lookout for it. Another participant. Do you know this person, Jasmine? It's Yamada Gas Mask. Pretty famous as a web journo. Someone who plays Stalker, probably. Hey. I didn't read that last one. I was banned temporarily, but I'm back. Could it be that his accounts got frozen and he couldn't be contacted? That wouldn't be enough to be considered missing. But it might be enough to start a rumor about being missing. Got what you need? The tour was better known than I thought. And more people have been on it than I expected. Basically, people are talking about it as if it's a rumor or something. Maybe it's like a hobby for the organizer? A tour focusing on mystery spots in the Ueno area, fully invite only. And it's said that some participants have gone missing? Yep, that's the point of this request. Isn't this case pretty dangerous then? For now, we sneak in as normies and hide who we are from the organizer and participants. Head to the meeting point, blend in with the group, gather clues ninja style. Okay? Ready as I'll ever be. I think it's that group there. A bunch of freaks, I assume. Oh fuck, she's normal. She must be the killer. Excuse me, is this the meeting point? No, I don't think so. We're looking for the Ueno Occult and Dark Mystery Tour. We read that we'd be gathering here. You are registered? Kindly show me your invitation DMs. Yes! Thank you. Kindly wait here for a few more. Oh, it's a stereotypical otaku. Oh, and gas mask guy. I'm sorry for being rude. I didn't think anyone would be taking part in pairs. But I'm glad we have more girls joining us. Huh? You're together? Is this even legit? Gas mask is the red herring. I mean, gas mask is like a famous journalist. So unless that isn't him, and he was like replaced, which I think is possible. First time I hear that +1s were valid. That being said, I wouldn't have any friends willing to accompany me here. Now that all our participants are here, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a journey of mystery and deep insight. The Ueno Occult and Dark Tour starts here. Thank you everyone for your patience. Introducing myself. I will be your humble guide and butler during this tour. We have handouts for you about today's tour. Thank you. Do you have any for us, too? Strange. We're short one envelope. Great start. Or what? Maybe someone stuck their way in? Everyone's invitation DMs were correct, so that wouldn't be the case. My sincere apologies. Please share the handouts among yourselves. Oh, okay. Now, if everyone could open the envelopes I handed you, well, presumably you give out one handout per account. They share an account, so of course they would only get one handout. Doi. You'll find this tour's concept detailed inside. The first location is right here, Shinobazu Pond. Hey, what the hell? Is something wrong? Well, there's this creepy paper in mine, yeah? This part of the fun or what? Actually, yes! Good guess, sire. Congratulations. That card comes with a special bonus prize. We'll be sending you something at a later date. Huh? Oh yeah? I've heard this tour had some people going poof in the past. You sure it's safe to even be here? Yes, exactly, Mr. Guide. That is wholly incorrect. Just rumors, I tell you. No doubt a result of the deep mystery surrounding this tour. So, back to the tour. Shinobazu Pond is our first mystery spot. Our mystery tour activities begin here. Is there a secondary group preying on occult and dark tours? Maybe? Mystery tour activities? A 4-digit number is hidden here at Shinobazu Pond that is related to the next spot. Please work together to try and find it. Let the mystery begin! I'm a bit worried about our guide. If they learn the route in the schedule, I mean, it'd be easy. It's very secretive, though, so it seems unlikely. Wow, we're in, just like that! Just talk normally. We don't want to stand out. Oh, yeah, about the envelope we didn't get. Gas mask let me take a pic if you ever need to check on anything. I don't really get the people going missing vibe from this. Oh, so there wasn't a handout for our group in general. Like, they were missing one for the account. Interesting. It's just a regular tour so far. Yeah, gotta agree. The tour's handouts didn't say much either. We should still be careful, though. Everything going well, I presume? I'm not fully up to speed with this tour, to be honest. This tour is indeed full of mysteries. A tour of the Ueno's area's mystery spots by invitation only. The game-based activities are part of the draw, no doubt. But the biggest point of note is that no one here, including myself, knows full details of the tour's planned course. You mean even you don't know what we'll be doing next? So we're supposed to look for a 4-digit number related to the next location? Yes, precisely. Once you find it and inform me, this location is done. I will then guide you to the next mystery spot. So it's like a game. Indeed, indeed. But you don't actually know the entire route? Indeed not. Who's organizing this tour? It's not you, is it? Oh, of course not. I'm just a humble hired guide. I've never actually met the organizer. Isn't it a fascinating tour? About the tour's handouts we didn't get. Oh yes, my sincere apologies about that. I merely brought along the materials I'd received, so it's unlikely I'd forget just one of the envelopes. Rather unreliable guide. True, this guy sucks. I should have some notes on our guide. The guide is leading us through the tour while adding to the fun. However, when it comes to the tour's plan, he has no idea. Has no idea about the details since he's just a hired guide. If participants have gone missing before, what if something happens this time too? I'm gonna check these boats. Swan boats are actually pretty scary. They rock around quite a lot. No, they don't. Aren't they just paddle boats? Paddle boats are not that scary. But I'm a grown-up now, so it should be fine. I wonder if Jasmine would ride on one with me. Gay ass. Gay, gay, homosexual, gay. This boat is really dirty. The seats and pedals are all rusty and falling apart. Might be older than the others. I don't see any 4-digit numbers. There's the number 3 on the back of the boat, but this isn't it, is it? I'll note it down just in case. Fucking... You just got... Fucking your message got auto-modded because of the word gay ass. And now I have a notification on my screen that just says Kate 6 permitted term gay ass. Oh, fuck. Gay ass permit, let's go! Kate 6 permit gay ass. Hello, I'm Azami Fukurai. Oh, hey, Yamada here. I work as a writer. You're Yamada Gas Mask, right? I heard you're a famous web journalist.
Let me take off this mask so it's easier to talk.
Also, just Yamada's fine without the gas mask. What made you sign on to the tour? Not much to explain, really. I got a DM invitation. I showed up. And I guess since this tour draws a lot of interest, I thought I could write about it. You'll be reporting on the tour? Pretty much. Just go ahead and do my journalist thing. About the other participants. I do like that he's got tight hair for the gas mask. I mean, that seems extremely necessary. Fucking gas masks are not easy to put on and take off. Never met any of them. Don't know them. Have you found the 4-digit number? Of course. It was so easy, I'm kind of disappointed. Yeah, it's just the 4 swan boats. Found it right after the search started. I need notes on Mr. Gas Mask, too. Mr. Yamada Gas Mask, who showed up wearing his namesake. Seems he's actually famous, but what was his job again? He's a web journalist. He's super famous. Wonder why I don't know him. Better not offend him, or he might get us with his writing. Professional soldier. They have swan boats. I remember riding these when I was little. Who was I with when I did? Numbers. There's the number 8 on the back of the boat, but this can't be it. It's not 4 digits anyway. Ah, there's some graffiti in the corner with some numbers. 5S Kinoko was here. People who graffiti their names like this must be pretty proud of themselves. Hello, I'm, Azami Fukurai. Can't remember childhood interaction with swan boats. Find them scary. Swan boat trauma. Yeah, fully drowned in a swan boat. She's a ghost. Fujiwara. Nice to meet you, Fujiwara-san. As in the historical Fujiwara family, including Fujito Fujiwara. Furito? What made you sign on to this tour? Well, you could say I have a special interest in the occult. And I did receive a DM invitation. Joining was the only option. About the other participants, I'm really not interested. But the Yamada gas mask seems famous online. To be clear, I don't know him personally, so just know of him online. Have you figured out where the 4-digit number is? Oh, pardon me, I got distracted thinking about something else. I have a lot on my mind, so I'm leaving that to the others. Okay. I should note down about Fujiwara-san, too. He talks in a somewhat unique way. He said that he loves the occult. Yes, he really seems to love the occult. It's like, he was labeled as the friendly occult otaku. A VTuber was right there. Yeah, but he's not in love with VTubers. He's in love with the occult, which could include specific VTubers. A trusty companion for the tour. We should ask him for advice when we can. Hello again. I'm Azami Fukurai. Oh, hello, Azami-chan. I'm, Kimura. Glad to meet you. Why did you join this tour? I'm actually something of a horror story fan, especially the Cadians. Also, a man's face showed up in a photo I took here before. Oh. Who is this person? This pond has a rumor about a man's ghost who's hunched over and mumbles something. There's this rumor that people who see his face get pulled into the pond. So it might be that the ghost in this photo. It might be that ghost in this photo. Scary, huh? That's some rumor. I felt I might learn something about the ghost if I joined this tour. But I was really happy, as I didn't think I'd actually get an invite. A ghost? I've had my yearly dosage of ghost encounters. Have you figured out where the 4-digit number is? I'm really not good at this kind of thing, so I haven't found a clue. I guess I'm waiting for someone else? Everybody's just waiting for us to do the work, except for the guy who already knows the answer because he has some idea of basic logic and puzzles. Let's take notes about Kimura-san, too. Kimura-san is the only other woman in the group besides Jasmine and me. She loves Kaidans, Japanese ghost stories, or Kaidans, Japanese ghost stories, and took a photo related to one. What was in the photo? Ghost that appears by the pond. It was the director. Yes, they say you get pulled into the pond if you see the ghost's face. She loves circadian rhythms. She loves sleeping on time. I saw a ghost trace, but that should be okay. Shinobazu Pond. Oh, so the lotus flowers bloom at certain times of year. 4 digits, 4 digits. Don't see them anywhere. What's this? There's a rope tied to one of the signs posts. There's nothing on the other end of the rope. Someone's trying to sabotage the fucking tour, and it's probably Gas Mask. Because Gas Mask figured out the number. And that's guaranteed, like, where the swan boat was, right? There's not another swan boat? No, there's not. Oh, I guess this is 1-3. Never mind. Another swan boat. This boat seems off somehow. I wonder why. Oh, this one doesn't have a rope. Maybe it came off? Won't the boat float away like this? I don't see any park keepers around. I should call park services once we're done here. I wonder if somebody swapped the swan boats. There's a number 13 on the back of the boat, but no 4-digit numbers anywhere. Maybe it's somewhere else? I should note this down too. Hello, I am Asami Fukurai. Eh? Oh, yeah. Well, me, I'm Matsuda. What made you sign on to this tour? Well, yeah, I'm not really interested in all this. But the tour's pretty popular, yeah? I had, like, zero interest in occult stuff, but I did get that invitation message. So I figured, why the hell not? Why waste it? Like I said, that rumor about people going sayonara? Wonder what's actually going on. Oh, yes, of course. That gas mask kid, he's raking in the dough with name and shame articles, yeah? Kid's probably up to date on stuff like that, no? I should ask him about that. About the other participants. Didn't expect much from an occult tour, but what a bunch of losers. Was hoping we might get some celebs, but only one who shows his Yamada gas mask. Have you figured out where the 4-digit number is? You really doing that quiz thing then? Oh, no offense. No. Just hurry up and solve it for us, yeah? Oh, okay. Mr. Macho Da. I should note down things about Matsuda-san, too. Matsuda-san's tour materials had a strange drawing on it. He joined this tour, but his interest in the occult is utterly non-existent. Yep, he seemed totally disinterested. But if so, why did he decide to show up? Glasses. Okay, so there's not another boat. I was kind of hoping there would be another boat right here that was missing. What's with this shadow? Looks like a person, but gives me the creeps. What are they doing? Writing something? Somewhere high up? Maybe this is a trace of an organizer writing the 4-digit number somewhere? But there's nothing near their hand. How could that be? Or maybe somebody removed the 4-digit number and then replaced it with the swan boats? Is this shadow a man? He's hunched over and kind of creepy. Well, that's what she said the ghost would be like. Could he be the man that showed up in Kimura-san's photo? The one walking around hunched over? I don't know if he's a ghost, but he's scary either way. Oh, does the pond swallow up people who see the ghost's face? Seeing the trace doesn't count, right? As it's not the ghost himself? Any other traces? Nope. Let's stop and think for a bit. We've been told to look for a 4-digit number, but where could it be? I searched around likely areas, but couldn't find anything. What should I do? Would they leave me behind unless I find it? No. Nobody else is trying to find it except you. You seem distressed, Mrs. Ami. Even if you've searched the location, there's a possibility your searches were insufficient. Hypothesizing on where you should be searching might help you revisit some possibilities. Makes sense. The traces I saw in the numerous swan boats in the pond. What are we missing here? Maybe it's written on the back of the swan boat. Number 13? Maybe it's written on the back of the swan boat number 13? Really? The shadow near the sign seemed to be writing something somewhere high up. I'm also thinking about the rope that was tied to the sign. Remember, each of the swan boats had something noteworthy. Yes, they were different. I took notes for each so I could check again in my journal. Let me rethink this. No? The buttocks. Maybe it's written on the buttocks of the swan boat number 13? What do you want? It's the tail. Is there a tail option? I didn't see a tail. Rusted petal, head, buttocks. Back. Maybe the head? I guess the head would be nearest to the sign. Maybe it's written on the head of swan boat number 13. Yes, that must be it. That swan boat used to be near that shadow. The organizer wrote the numbers on it. Then the boat floated over to where it is now. I should go recheck swan boat number 13. If I'm guessing correctly, the number should be on this boat's head. Yeah, there it is. Aha! There it is. 0921. That's 4 digits. This must be it. I should go tell our guide now. Mr. Gas Mask, can I have a word? Just call me Amada. Have you heard the rumor that people on this tour went missing? About that, don't think amateur snooping is gonna dig up much. Do you think people actually went missing? Honestly, don't know. Since we don't know who exactly they're inviting. Oh, right. I was able to interview a former participant, though. What did you hear from that participant? Yeah, well, their story wasn't quite believable. They mentioned wandering into a different time, or that it felt like another world. Seems they experienced something quite out of the ordinary. How could that be? Anyway, gotta see whether they're telling the truth or not. The mystery for this spot is to find the hidden 4-digit number. I, heard that some people went missing during this tour? That couldn't be an unfounded accusation. The organizer made that much very clear. About previous tours, I heard that participants found themselves in otherworldly locations. Have you seen those places yourself? No, I haven't. This is my first time guiding this tour, so I don't know about previous installments. Oh, I see. I did read in the organizer's email what to do if we do end up somewhere strange. I'm told to let you know once you've found the 4-digit number, so good luck finding it. Oh, really? I'll keep trying then. The 4-digit number is 0921, right? Well done, that's the number. As for what that number means, we will know at the next location. I believe. Maybe. Perhaps. We need to wait until the time limit for everyone else's answers. So kindly bear with us for a while longer. Now that we've found the number, please tell us what to do if we found ourselves somewhere strange. I did promise you that. With no further ado, go back the way you came without deviating. That's all. Huh? Isn't that kind of obvious? Well, that's the only thing I've been told, so... That's that then, I guess. Making a mental note just in case. Jasmine, I think we've gathered what we can here. Oh yeah, director's gonna call then? Let's step away from everyone for just a bit. Okay. Hey, Mr. Guide! We're waiting for an urgent call. Mind giving us a minute? Of course! Please let me know when you're ready. Okay, should be good. It's ringing! How's it going? Director-san? Nice work on joining the tour. Let's get this identification done quickly. Yes, let's get it done quick! What are you gonna identify, even? Are you just gonna identify the ghost by the pond? That said, perhaps it's a bit too early this time? Seriously? It's not like anything has happened, unlike previous cases. Is there even an urban myth that fits this? Not all urban myths leave ample clues or traces, narrowing down the anomaly from a hazy silhouette. You could say that's the essence of our investigations. I guess. Now on to the identification. First of all, what's at the center of this investigation? A mysterious tour. If it happens only irregularly, is invite only, and the organizer is unknown. Almost a mystery novel of its own. So, Mrs. Ami, this tour has been held previously. What was the anomalous rumor said to have happened before? Participants went missing. It was fucking UFOs. There were aliens. The rumors say that the participants are going missing during the tour. Precisely. Though the rumors have neither been denied or confirmed, there are rumors that participants go missing while on this tour. Dinkin' my oiter. Moving on. Previous participants on the tour who made it back seem to have left intriguing comments. Unshrimp? I could do that. So, Mrs. Ami, what was it that those participants saw during the tour? They said they saw someplace out of this world. They didn't see Nessie, unfortunately. I would love it if they saw Nessie, but no, they didn't see Nessie. Yes, indeed. They wandered into some place out of this world and made it back. My final question. It said that should you wander into some place out of this world, there's one thing you can do to escape. So, Mrs. Ami, what was this method? An approach that would allow you to make it back here? Go back the way you came? To go back the way you came. That's what our guide was told by the organizer. Brilliant! There are many ways to escape should you wander into some place out of this world. Yet for this case, to avoid going missing, you'll want to go back the way you came. The urban myth that matches the circumstances would be... Exodia! Obliterate! I mean, identification. Netherworld. What, just like a different world? Is that it? Unless Netherworld is like a specific urban myth? The Netherworld? Hell, the Underworld, the Fey World, places other than this world. Literally just other worlds. It's barely even an urban myth. That's just a myth that exists, like, in general. Or other dimensions, world in past or future timelines. God, they're really fucking, it's like just the whole thing. Just every possibility at once. We didn't fucking narrow this shit down at all. A collective notion for such anomalous spaces. The Netherworld sounds scary, but can it even be called an urban myth? Thank you. Netherworld is a company that does haunted house experiences in the SE. That's pretty funny. Rumors of an otherworldly place, and talk of getting caught in it and going missing. Those would constitute a full-fledged urban myth. I see, I think. Decisive for this identification was the advice to go back the way you came, should you find yourself there. Though that might seem obvious, for the Netherworld known as an urban myth, going back the way you came has a special meaning, as well as being the only viable method of escape. This seemingly obviously way out. The organizer mentioning it this clearly means the tour involves the Netherworld. It makes sense to suppose so. Great! This investigation's goal is to assess a full picture of the tour, and to determine the organizer's goal. If anything happens, go back the way you came. Please keep that in mind as you continue your investigation. Yes, I will. Netherworld, eh? Be careful? Cool, but how, exactly? I'll try to be careful, too. Yeah, cool, how? Everyone, we'll be moving on to the next location. It should be a 10-minute walk or so, but should you get lost, this tour being what it is, we may find ourselves going back the way we came. Please make sure to follow me there. Back the way we came? For the clowns who wander off from the group? Don't even think about slowing us down. Well, off we go then. Ah, yes. Esteemed participants, this is the second location for our Ueno Occult and Dark Mystery Tour. Oh, there's the snake. I think I know this place. Checking my notes, yes, your attention please. 7 years ago, this spot was the stage for a murder case. Flowers? And a photo of the victim? The person in the frame. He's the ghost in my photo. He looks much happier. He looks much happier. Yo, it's a messy hair dude with a camera. Easily identified. Huh? Huh? Photo? Where? What? Ahem. May I continue? We'll be taking a short break and seeing the sights here. And we'll also have a simple quiz related to the incident. A quiz? Happy quizzing here on this murder scene. It was unsolved, yeah? Thought that occultist egghead whoever did it or something. Nonsense! Everybody knows Dr. Kisaragi was innocent. Fujiwara-san? That was a false charge, no question about it. Why the sudden outburst? Kisaragi rings a bell. Where did I hear that name again? So he was a ghost after all. The plot thickens. For now, let's take a short break. After that, we'll start with an overview of the premises. Weird vibes. I agree. Why are they acting like this? Oh, so we haven't seen anything Netherworld-like so far. Guess we're not at the entrance yet? No. I think we're fine, though. Okay, so my theory right now, the envelopes handed out, they probably had some kind of hallucinogenic substance in them. We didn't get one, so we're unaffected. We're here to scope out this tour and what the organizer's up to. You're right. If nothing happens, then nothing scary comes for us. Main concern now is the others are acting all strange. About the murder that happened here. 7 years ago, was it? And Gas Mask probably isn't acting strange because he had a literal gas mask on, so he didn't breathe it in. They're all acting kind of awkward after hearing that. Let's look around on socials during this break. Great idea! Ueno makes me think of the Ueno Tenshu incident. Is that what they mean by the murder from 7 years ago? What was the incident about? Wait, you don't know? Raises a princess under a rock or what? Maybe? You get credit for jumping into Mystery Tour with 0 prior knowledge. The Ueno Tenshu incident is a famous one. Should be able to dig up posts from back then, too. I'm gonna see... Oh, I can't yet. It should still be an active topic, since the alleged culprit was pretty famous. That incident had a massive impact on society back then. Posts from that time should give you an idea of what it was like. Didn't think the incident would be that famous. Why haven't I heard about it? Should I try to read the news a bit more? Ghost of a man. She said that he gave us a picture of his thing, but I don't seem to have that. That mystery tour went in Ueno back. Disappointed that I can't go, but I'll bring back some of that darkness from 7 years ago. Here are some old posts. Oh, that's so helpful. Socials are the best starting point. Just before dawn in Ueno Park, Kengo Nomura, 32, was found unconscious by a passerby. He was taken to a hospital in critical condition, then pronounced dead. According to the Ueno police, Kengo showed signs of being violently beaten, and the murder investigation is underway. An article from 7 years ago? Is this the famous incident they're talking about? Yep, it's a murder case for quite a while ago. Happened at this park. Also, it says reblogged. Is the site we're on Tumblr? Breaking news in the Kengo Nomura 32 case. That man found unconscious in Ueno Park. A piece of paper with Tenshu written on it was found near the scene. Therefore, the case will be called the Ueno Tenshu Incident. Tenshu? Another article from back then. The Ueno Tenshu Incident is pretty infamous. You really don't know about it? Wait, the person in this picture. I feel like I've seen them somewhere before. Looks like the Ueno Tenshu Incident caught a lot of attention. I might be the only one who's never heard of it. You should search it up then. This person knows about the incident. It really was famous. People were pretty obsessed. It was trending a lot. If I remember correctly, his money wasn't stolen, so it wasn't a robbery? Maybe a crime of revenge? Why else would someone leave a piece of paper that says Tenshu? By the way, what exactly does Tenshu mean? Some kind of punishment done in the name of the gods. It's scary enough just being in the park at night. Imagine a creepy phone popping up with hazy lighting. Wouldn't want to use it. No thank you. This gives me the shivers. Ueno Park is so big, no wonder some parts are creepy. What's this creepy phone? A payphone? The phrase creepy phone is reacting. Looks like it's drawing attention. More attention than I would have thought. Got me curious about it now. Creepy phone! The Nomura guy who attacked the Tenshu incident is treated like a victim, but maybe he did something to deserve the divine punishment. A reason for divine punishment? Like deserving punishment for doing something bad. Remember the streamer who went looking for the culprit with a piece of paper that said divine punishment on it? That was hilarious. Like, who said they get to be the judge of that? LOL. Wait, a streamer? Not the police? Nope, not police. Just some regular dude. Tenshu incident, huh? That brings back memories. Never expected it to end the way it did. How it ended? Yeah, you wouldn't know. The way it concluded is famous, too. The guy behind the Tenshu incident was that occult researcher Tsutomu Kisaragi, right? Kisaragi. I know I've heard that name somewhere. From some book at the center, maybe? Tsutomu Kisaragi is kind of a famous in our circle for his book, Occult Great Reset. That's it! He wrote that book! Even if you wouldn't say the book is niche, it isn't for the masses either. Tsutomu Kisaragi was a uni professor. At the same time, he was working as an occult researcher. A uni professor and occult researcher? That's amazing. And he's the culprit of the Ueno Tenshu incident. Getting a reaction. I'll look up Tsutomu Kisaragi. Let's see what kind of posts come up. First, show me creepy phone. What, like those old dial phones? I'm tracking down reactions, but the replies are kind of vague. Yeah, most creepy phones we hear about are probably old dial phones. No, the urban myth, lol. I remember seeing some challenge-styled vids from streamers. Oh, this is another urban myth? I wonder what it's about. Forget that one little detail. Fry your brain trying to remember. Oh, the transdimensional phone! It's near a dam next to a bridge or something, right? The transdimensional phone? Rings a bell. There's a series of steps you need to follow, I think. Someone was streaming about it. You hear a voice when you pick up, but if you say anything reply, you're gone. Is it even safe to stream about such things? Safe for the viewers, at least. Man, phone battery's dead, and reception sucks this far out in the mountains. Good thing there's a payphone, But it won't take my 10 yen coins. Did I dial wrong? A woman just picked up. Wait, what's this person trying to... No way that lady's normal. They're just fucking making a joke. F. Huh? Oops. It's over. Lol. What? Oh no. They reacted really strongly to someone who's just fucking around. News like Ueno Tenshu incident culprit. The dark side of an occult researcher was really trending for a while. I used to love reading Tsutomu Kisaragi's books. What a shock. Why would Tsutomu Kisaragi do such a thing? If you look into it, you should be able to find out. Strange that a harmless occult otaku would suddenly start getting people. And with Tenshu, no less. Getting? Killing. Didn't something happen between the victim and Tsutomu Kisaragi? Maybe they were mocking the occult and that set Kisaragi off. Who knows, lol. That means Tsutomu Kisaragi had a motive? Who knows? Could be that. Don't treat Tsutomu Kisaragi like some suspect. Try reading his magna opus, Occult Great Reset. Personally, I think Kisaragi was taken out by the powers that be. Taken out by the powers that be? Whatever the book says, that's just some conspiracy theory. It's people like this who terrorize and justify it as divine punishment. Block and report. To terrorize? I guess they're trying to call him a Zimmer? What a leap. It's dangerous to think we deserve better than others. Tsutomu Kisaragi is living proof of that. Proof? Are they saying he was convicted? No, that didn't happen. I don't think. Their takeaway from the book was that we deserve to be rewarded? Wait, I'm confused. It's confirmed this Kisaragi guy was the culprit? Is that what it's about? And? Is there not a post or article that explains how everything went down? Tsutomu Kisaragi committed suicide before conviction. Isn't that basically admitting he's guilty? Suicide?! Kisaragi committed suicide because of this. The internet blew up with comments on the suicide of a uni professor. Like I thought, another keyword here. Better look into that. Search keyword, suicide. Just searches the word suicide. Tsutomu Kisaragi committed suicide before he could be exposed as the culprit of the Tenshu incident. Seems like something an occult researcher would do. Bet he had delusions about the afterlife, too. Some people just have no common sense. Choosing suicide before people found out? Either way, nothing to do with the occult. Kisaragi's book was all about dispelling occult stereotypes like that. In these cases, people just say whatever biased things they want. With all the hate he got, anyone would kill themselves. That's the dark side of the media and internet. The dark side of the media and internet. They have so much influence in all directions, and the gossip was non-stop. You know what's childish? Choosing death is a way out. His crime will live on forever on the internet. That's despicable. Who do they even think they are? He had siblings too, right? We should show them the reality before they start spitting ideologies like Kisaragi. Ideologies? Going so far as to threaten his siblings. Proof of Tsutomu Kisaragi's falsified suicide. Is the Ueno Tenshu incident truly unsolved? For details, click here. Oh, false accusations? Take a closer look. That article is 7 years old. Posting a totally different story. That was their way to get clicks while the topic was hot. Zero credibility. Oh, you're right. Now I see it's just a repost. I found an old article by Darkspec. Was it all fake news? He was innocent? I didn't need to sell his book? LOL? What is this person trying to say? Whatever their values are, I guess. Ignorant people get swayed so easily by whatever info fits their views. It's not just Tsutomu Kisaragi, the whole family's a mess. What are the police doing? Huh? What do you mean? That Dr. Kisaragi's family should go down too just because they're related? Even if that makes no sense to us, it somehow does for them. Their sense of justice is twisted. What are the police doing? This. How come the Ueno Tenshu incident is still unsolved to this day? Our tax money goes right into their pockets, so why don't they get some work done? Unsolved? I thought Dr. Kisaragi was the culprit. The Ueno Tenshu incident hasn't actually been solved? A total mystery, right? That's what makes it an urban myth. The case wouldn't turn unsolvable just because the culprit committed suicide. It's just another piece of the puzzle that keeps the incident relevant. I looked at the old post about the Tenshu incident. Disturbing how hard people went after Kisaragi just because he was the culprit, lol. I'll repost these criminals for all to see. Oh, this person is reposting older threads. Zammy, things get a bit dark from here. Kisaragi really got a lot of hate back then. If you want to keep looking, brace yourself. I went to the Kisaragi house, lol, pounded on the door, and their parents sounded all scared, saying, please stop, and putting on the victim act, Lamau. You know your son killed an innocent person. What? No way. This is about how bad things got 7 years ago. Everyone was hating on Kisaragi. How did things turn out like that? Some people don't understand the pain of losing a family member. They should learn what it's like. Learn what it's like? Some people are just so far gone, seriously. Most of them just post, but would never actually do something. Should I post about about this on some vigilante stream? Wipe out the seeds of crime. I'm sure 5S would take care of it. Get him! But this was before it turned into a criminal case, right? Most of these posts are about how to punish Dr. Kisaragi. Things got really out of hand. I bet his students are brainwashed, or they were used in some sort of occult experiment. Does anyone have a list of them? LOL. It's getting hard to read these. It's not going to be any different from here on. You can stop there. Caught up on the Ueno Tenshu incident? Tsutomu Kisaragi committed suicide, and some people think it was a false accusation. The case itself is still unsolved, and most of the posts were just as unbelievable. Yeah, the info going around on social media was total chaos. The things they're saying about him, even if Dr. Kisaragi were guilty, did they really have to go that far? This kind of mess would flood your timeline each day. I've seen even worse, too. So much going on, I feel overwhelmed. So the Ueno Tenshu incident was really well known. Yeah, made a lot of news for sure. And Tsutomu Kisaragi got piled on like crazy. Not surprised he gave up. Also, about Kenku Nomura, was it the victim? Yep, killed near the pond in Ueno. Another thing, the ghost in Kimura-chan's photo. Could be him, right? Oh yes, I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Kengo Nomura's ghost from Kimura-san's photo. Just a thought. Could Nomura-san actually still be alive too? Nah, no way it's that again. Once in a lifetime is enough already. Then maybe an alternate Nomura-san from the Netherworld? Maybe, maybe not. Anyway, let's get back to the tour. We're back! Sorry, did we keep you waiting? No problem. We're all here now, so... Introducing the second mystery spot on this Ueno Occult and Dark tour. This here is the scene for the Ueno Tenshu incident. Ta-da! So here we are. This is the scene of what's known as the Ueno Tenshu incident 7 years ago on September 21st. September 21st? That's what the 0921 number meant. The victim, Kengo Nomura, is said to have been attacked here by the culprit. Yet numerous mysteries remain unsolved, including the murderer's identity and motive, and the Tenshu message. Rumors say Kengo Nomura's ghost appears in front of anyone trying to solve the case, and takes them away to some place unknown. Or so I heard. Ah! Maybe, maybe not. Someplace unknown? Could that be the Netherworld? Now, here's the next puzzle we'd like everyone to solve. The Ueno Tenshu incident was named after a piece of paper with the word Tenshu written on it. Where was that paper actually found? The organizer has hidden an envelope somewhere within this area, and solving the puzzle will lead you to it. Our next destination will be the envelope, so best of luck in finding it. It should contain information on the Ueno Tenshu incident as well. To tell you the truth, I have not been informed about the rest of our locations or schedule, so please work together to find it for everyone. Ready or not, the search is on. Okay. Hey, the mood in this group keeps getting worse. I know. Like they all have thoughts on the Ueno Tenshu incident. Might want to check with them about that too. Yes. Jasmine, what's your impression of this tour so far? As a mystery tour, it's been pretty regular so far. Doesn't feel like we're heading to the netherworld. But I think something's changed after we got here. The participants are one thing, but something about this place also feels off. I agree. What do you think's going on? About the investigation. Anyway, prioritize finding the map to the next spot, but also try to get a feel for what's going on with these guys. Maybe ask them if they've heard anything about the Ueno Tenshu incident? You're good at that kind of thing. I'll try. Jasmine, any idea how to solve the riddle? We did guess right about the Ueno Tenshu incident, but didn't see any posts talking about the Tenshu paper itself. Gasmask's a journalist, so he might have an idea. Reminder on the quiz. Where was the Tenshu paper discovered? Best wishes on your search. About the ongoing quiz. Oh, would you like a hint? I would if I could, but to be honest, the organizer only gave me the quiz text itself, so I don't actually know the answer. Let alone the envelope's info on where to go next, or info on the Tenshu incident. What? What are we gonna do if nobody knows the answer? Oh, whoops. Not good. Guess it's up to everyone to solve the riddle then. Do you know about the Tenshu incident? I hate to admit, but 7 years ago I was away in Spain studying flamenco dancing. Flamenco? In Spain? I was there for a couple of years, hoping to go pro. I chose to move to Morocco for a 3-year stint at a sushi place. Sushi? In Morocco? I got back to Japan 2 years ago, so I have no idea about events prior to that. I see. Mr. Gasmask, could I talk to you for a bit? I guess. Since you're a journalist, perhaps you know something? About what? Back when the incident happened, did you do any research on it? Would you happen to know where the Tenshu paper was found, for example? Yeah, well... the person who first discovered Kengo Nomura lying here, I heard they passed by while jogging. They called an ambulance, and after Nomura was carried off, they noticed the Tenshu paper. They found it after the victim was carried off. But wouldn't you notice a paper like that right away? And in that picture that was just on your phone, didn't it just show the paper underneath the victim? I should probably check the area first. So the Tenshu incident hasn't been solved yet. What are your thoughts on it, Mr. Gasmask? My thoughts, eh? Well, if you mean my personal view. Tsutomu Kizuragi, the occult expert, some say he's innocent, but personally, I think he's a strong suspect. And why's that? Well, obviously, must be a reason for that much controversy. The victim, Kengo Nomura, was at the staff at Ueno Ancient History Museum. There's talk that Kisaragi, as an occult researcher, and Nomura were clashing about ancient history matters. Tsutomu Kizuragi and Kengo Nomura were fighting about ancient history? Creepy occult type and academic historian? Oil and water much? Dr. Kisaragi was an occult researcher, but I thought he was a uni professor too. But is that story even true? You might want to ask Matsuda-san. Don't mention I said this, but he works at the Ueno Ancient History Museum. Which means he's a colleague of the victim, that Nomura guy. Huh? No wonder he's acting weird. I should compile notes on Nomura-san as well. He's the victim in the Ueno Tenshu incident, which attracted a lot of attention back then. What message was found pasted onto Nomura-san's body? Tenshu, Wrath of the Heavens. Yes, Tenshu, divine wrath that strikes down the evil of the heart, which the incident itself was named after. But why did the murderer paste the paper onto the victim? Nomura-san didn't seem so evil that he deserved such a fate. I assume. Maybe he's super evil. White lines on the concrete road are showing what seems to be a human outline. So the Tenshu incident happened here. Did someone draw this for the tour? If the Tenshu paper was found lying on the ground, it would have been around here. But I don't see any envelopes lying around. Should I look around with the glasses? I will in a sec. A photo of Kengo Nomura, victim of the Ueno Tenshu incident. They have flowers, too. Would a photo of the victim of a 7-year-old murder still be around? I wonder who put this here. For the tour, perhaps? Well, there's the angels. A statue of a child angel, but with graffiti on it. Jeez. The statue's titled To the Great Beyond. Is his telescope for observing the great beyond? It's a trumpet. An angel. Why does that ring a bell? I could tell you. The director literally mentioned an angel. Fujiwara-san, were you able to solve the puzzle? No, not quite yet. Any progress on solving the puzzle? Well, I do happen to have a certain degree of confidence in my ability to solve riddles and puzzles. I'd say I'm actually quite good at them. But this particular puzzle is outside my area of expertise, so I prefer to leave it to you all. Yes. Do you know anything about the Tenshu incident? To be honest, the Tenshu incident is the worst case of false accusation since the war. It imposed a wholly unwarranted stigma on Dr. Kisaragi's name. Yes, yes. Since the war. That bad. Do you happen to like Tsutomu Kisaragi? Well, it's not really about liking or disliking him. For people like us, Dr. Kisaragi is viewed as a living deity. I can say without any reservation. Yes, indeed. For those of us with similar interests, you might call the otaku. That book was a shining light of gift. Wow? In conclusion, Dr. Kisaragi, author of such a book, the likelihood of him becoming a criminal would be beyond the realm of possibility. And yet the general public, they lack the social literacy to discern. So as his book also mentioned, stigma is hard to shed once in place. Thank you for sharing that. In brevi, Tsutomu Kisaragi was falsely accused. The fact that the truth is kept from widespread acceptance suggests a conspiracy by some powerful entity. Okay. Matsuda-san, may I have a word? About the Tenshu incident. No idea. Okay. About the puzzle. Don't care. Find the envelope so we can move on. I see. About that strange paper in your envelope earlier. Yeah. Want to see it? This is just a drawing of a snake? Huh? Who knows? I guess it is? Anyway, is this really a bonus straw like he said? Do me a favor and check with the guide what he meant by that, would ya? Okay, sure. He has a point, though. What does that snake even mean? There's a snake right there. It's right behind you. The organizer put that paper in the envelope. Could it be related to the Netherworld? I, heard that you were a colleague of the victim, Nomura-san? Yeah, I sure was, but this Nomura guy didn't know him too well. And you? Playing amateur detective or what? No, that's not it. Then do me a favor and cut the detective crap. Gets on my nerves. Yes. Kimura-san, could I ask you something? You saw the photo in the frame, right? I knew I'd seen his ghost. Does that mean I'll be taken away? Are you alright? You look kind of pale. That photo I showed you of the man's ghost. Do you think he might be Nomura-san from the Tenshu incident? She's trembling. Must be really scared of the ghost. She is. Maybe I shouldn't say that I think so. They do look similar. Might just be a coincidence, though. They say if you see the ghost's face, the dead man pulls you into the pond. Our guy just mentioned a similar story, too. I think he made up a story about Nomura-san's ghost just to spice up the tour. Really? Let me go check with our guide, just to be sure. Then you won't have to worry. Oh, it really kind of just goes off in this direction, huh? I don't see any traces. Oh, that's someone setting it up. This shadow looks like it's touching the photo. Is it setting something up? Might be the tour organizer's shadow. This is the only shadow that's acting strangely. If this shadow's the organizer, then this means they hid the envelope somewhere around the photo. Maybe in the photo? Where was the Tenshu paper discovered? So were you able to find it? What you told us earlier about the ghost of Kengo Nomura. About the people who encounter him being taken to unknown places? Oh, yes, yes. It was written in the materials I was told to read at this location. I tried my best to make it sound creepy. Hope you liked it. Is that story really true? If the ghost actually exists, you mean? I can't really say either way, being just a hired guide. Oh, I see. Of course. But it's probably better if I tell Kimura-san the ghost isn't real. About the paper Matsuda-san found in his envelope. Oh, about that. That was kind of, like... What was that about? It didn't seem like something you'd prepared for show or as a surprise. It would be nice of you not to tell the other participants, but... I wasn't told there'd be something like that inside. But I did improvise quite well, yes? I'll just message a report to the organizer. So please let Matsuda-san know that he is indeed the winner. Please? Okay, so you don't know what that means either. I wonder if the drawing's supposed to mean something. I should ask someone well-versed in occult matters. Is something troubling you? About the paper found in Matsuda-san's envelope. There was a strange snake drawing on it. Do you know what it means? Could this possibly be the serpent held by the Cretan healer priestess? No, that doesn't add up. Cretan healer please toss? Oh, I know. This must be Sujin-sama, a water god. What? I don't really understand. In brevi. In other words, this serpent is not a random snake, but an icon related to the Suijin Shrine. The water deity from the Suijin Shrine. I see. Thank you for the info. We should check on the other drawing that looks similar to this one. Looking closely at this graffiti, it does look like a water deity drawing, like the one Matsuda-san got. Would Fujiwara-san know something? I just talked to him again? About the monument next to the victim's photo. Aha! Are you aware of the significance of that trumpet? Trumpet? It is said to resurrect the dead when blown. But there's a certain secret theory, too. It's also said to be a sign calling out for the gates to be opened, yes. I totally thought it was a telescope. An angel with a trumpet? The drawing on the monument's pedestal, what do you think it means? This is just what I infer, but... The angel's trumpet opens the gates. Drawn there is Suijin-sama, a water god. The gate that connects here and the beyond, the world we are in and the netherworld, may be here. Could the serpent perhaps be enticing us there? Could it be? In brevi. That would mean we are being invited to the netherworld. The netherworld? I have nothing inclusive, however. I'm thinking the envelope might be behind the snake's head. Excuse me? Okay, I can't tell him anything. Kimura-san, are you okay? Our guide mentioned he didn't know if the ghost rumors were true or not. We probably shouldn't tell her that as is, right? Anything wrong, Azami-chan? Well, I asked the guide about the ghost he mentioned. He merely brought that up to spice up the tour. Oh, really? Thank you. I feel a bit better hearing that. Yes, that's what I heard, so you can relax. As long as the ghost doesn't show up or anything. Will you be okay now? Yes, thank you. I thought I could handle the occult and horror, but I think I felt really anxious there for a bit. I hear you. I'm scared of ghosts and monsters myself. I'm glad you're with us on this tour, Azami-chan. I think I'll be okay for the next spot as well. Thanks again. Would you have any idea where the tenshu paper was found? If it was a piece of paper, you'd think it was on the ground near the scene, right? Not much of a hint, of course. Do you know anything about the Ueno Tenshu incident itself? The Ueno Tenshu incident. Let me think. Those terrible t-shirts, perhaps? T-shirts? Soon after that case attracted attention, t-shirts printed with the Tenshu word went really popular. I mean, that is fucking sick. Like, just wearing a shirt that just has, like, heavenly punishment fucking slammed across the back. Kinda cool. Not, you know, in relation to an incident like that, but, like, in general, kinda sick. Don't you remember? It was quite the boom. T-shirts exploiting the incident. I wonder if this is related to the puzzle. Probably not, but still. I should keep this in mind. I wonder if anyone else knows about the t-shirts. Any leads? No, nothing. There we go. Mr. Gasmouse, do you know about the Tenshu t-shirts? Yeah, those, sure. T-shirts based on the incident. Pretty popular then. Could the puzzle be related in some way? Could be. Dunno for sure. If you think it's a thing, might want to ask around. No, not him. I guess it's just Matsuda. The Growler. Matsuda-san, do you know about the Tenshu t-shirts? Those annoying tees with a trash taste? I hear they were based on the incident. Yeah, writing Tenshu on shirts to copy the murder. Some also had mindless words like got me or owned. People loved it. I hate the way they printed those on the backs of the tees, too. The word was printed on the backs? Yeah, of course. That's what the case was about. Oh, it was on his back. It was on his back specifically, so it's the back of the photo. Where could the hidden envelope be? Nothing. I looked around everywhere suspicious, but haven't found it. Mrs. Zami, I actually envy you. Due to my power of vision, I'm unable to enjoy this event. Your envy isn't really helping, Director. It's a similar deal to the pond from earlier. Try forming a hypothesis to narrow down what you might have missed. The puzzle for this location is, where was the Tenchu paper for the Ueno Tenchu incident found? According to Mr. Gas Mask, the paper was found after Nomura-san was carried off. If so, where would the envelope be hidden? Maybe it's pasted on the back of the victim's photo. Maybe it's pasted on the back of the victim's photo. Yes, that must be it. If Nomura-san's photo is supposed to represent him, then maybe the envelope is pasted directly on the back of the photo itself and not on the photo frame. We should give the photo a proper check. The Tenchu paper was pasted on the victim's back. Let's check the frame first. No, not here. What if we open up the frame and check behind the photo itself? No, nothing here. Why not? Oh, a hydrate and unshrimp, you say? I can do those. I can hydrate. And I can have my back not all fucked. These are powers I possess. So this game is Ghostwire Tokyo for players with functioning brains? I don't know, I haven't played Ghostwire Tokyo. Basically, they track down rumors of urban myths. And so far, we've just disproved all of them. Which is very interesting for a game where your main character has ESP. Imagine this game, but it's Far Cry and all Japanese. I mean, this game is also all Japanese. I mean, not, like, you know, in text, but the setting and everything is Japanese. If this game was Far Cry, that would be insane. I can't imagine this girl shoving a knife in anybody's head. All the myths? Yeah, so far we've disproven literally every single one. At least, you know, we've proven that they weren't in effect. We haven't actually proved that they don't exist. What's this? Looks like something was pasted here. Maybe the envelope was here at some point. Oh, I see. That shadow wasn't hiding the envelope behind the photo. It was shown taking the envelope. Someone must have figured out the answer before I got here. Who might that be? Anything new to look at? I mean, someone figured it out before we got here, which means it's probably the person who solved the first one without even looking. Mr. Gas Mask? Just Yamada's fine. You've already taken the envelope, correct? Yeah, sorry. Wasn't keeping it a secret or anything. Professional force of habit. I tend to hold on to info I find. So you know why the envelope was behind the photo? The paper was on Nomura-san's back, so the hiding place reflects that. Correct? Hey, good guess. You got it. What was in the envelope, by the way? There were 2 envelopes. One was a map to the next location, the other one was info on the Tenchu incident. I'll go ahead and hand this to the guide. Esteemed participants, I hope you've all enjoyed this location. A round of applause for Mr. Yamada Gas Mask, who was first to find the envelope. Get to the point. What did it say about the Tenchu incident anyway? Oh, of course. Checking right now. Oh, forgot to tell you. I have the Tenchu incident and envelope on here on me. Oi, what's the big deal, eh? Big idea, eh? Seems fair to me. I'm the one who found the envelope before anybody else. It's a scoop. I'm not gonna just give it away. Is the tour okay with this? Well, Mr. Gas Mask did find the envelope first, and he did hand me the map to the next location. The only meaning of this current location is that Dr. Kisaragi's false accusations spawned here. So the wise thing to do would be simply to head to the next one. Then let us take a 10-minute comfort break, then head to the next spot. Our next location is unknown to anyone, one of Ueno's occult secrets. Are you ready to head into the unknown? Kimura has seen Kengo Nomura's ghost, Matsuda was Nomura's colleague, and that snake drawn on the pedestal of the angel statue. We haven't seen anything related to the Netherworld so far. Don't let your guard down. No idea what could be coming. Busy on the phone? I traded numbers with Kimura-san. We're friends now. Jeez, we're on duty, you know. Anyway, let's check on the occult spots in Ueno while we can. The request for this case was to find out who the organizer is and what their goal is. It might help us hone in on that if we pre-gather info on the next occult spot. Right, on it. Let's get started. I'll gather info on the occult spots in Ueno. And grab any keywords related to Netherworlds in Ueno. Ueno? Since the Occult and Dark are doing an Ueno tour, does that mean there are a lot of occult spots in Ueno? Is Ueno that kind of place? I haven't really heard anything, but maybe it just wasn't on my radar. We'll need to look up some place names to get more info. Looks like Ueno is one of the keywords. Yep, we'll need that one. Spirit spots make me think of some kind of cemetery or prison. Didn't think there are that many around here, though. Prison? There's one in Ikebukuro. Didn't you know? I've heard the dog at Saigo-san's statue in Hachiko from Shibuya are a pair of guardian dogs, and that they guard the portals to an alternate demon world. That dog was a guardian? Quite the sus urban myth. Ueno's demon portal is in Edo Castle. I read in Tsutomu Kisaragi's book that there's a gate inside the castle, but the High Priest Tenkai set up a barrier that keeps it closed. Demon portal? A barrier? Jasmine, what's the High Priest Tenkai? Like, a high-ranking monk, I think? Also, Shinobazu Pond is a famous spirit spot, though I think Ueno has more places considered power spots, like Kannon-do Temple inside the park. I'd rather look into power spots instead of spirit spots. Should we hit one up on the way home? I hear this park is tied to the Netherworld. I think it's Inari's shrine? Only those called upon can enter. Netherworld? I wonder what that is. A place that's hard to return from? Yeah, we already talked about the Netherworld thing. Netherworld. Seems like a keyword. Makes sense, considering what we're looking for. On your way to power spots, be wary of four-way junctions. I heard the old lady at the crossroads can show up there. Wait, four-way junctions? Crossroads? Aren't they, like, all over the place? And there are plenty of old ladies at them. They say that if you ride a boat at Shinobazu Pond as a couple, you'll break up. But that's more likely because 99% of high school couples break up. I see. Makes sense. Some urban myths come from ideas like this. I heard they built an underground military facility during the war that went unused but is still around even today. What a dream! A World War II underground facility! A military facility? Think they're making tanks or something down there? I'd be curious as to how they got the tanks back above ground if so. The glass has reacted to underground as well. Looks like underground passages can be considered otherworldly. Look into that. Underground. Keyword search. Ueno Netherworld. Who was it that said Ueno is connected to the Netherworld? Tsutomu Kisaragi? Dr. Kisaragi popping up again. He's well known in this field. Apparently places with a lot of people passing through, like Ueno, tend to connect more easily to other dimensions or netherworlds. There are a lot of old myths referring to roads, crossroads, intersections, and so on. Crossroads are also related to other dimensions? Turning at a crossroads can get you all kinds of lost. It's easy to forget where you came from. That's not an alternate dimension, just a bad sense of direction. Before Tsutomu Kisaragi died, he was supposedly planning to lead a project on Ueno in the Netherworld. A shame that incident happened during it. A project on Ueno. So this is where Dr. Kisaragi was researching the Netherworld. Guess he was collecting info, like what we're doing now. Maybe the dark Netherworld energy in Ueno is the real reason behind his suicide. Netherworld energy was the reason? Is that possible? Like a special attack from a manga or something? There's a lot of Netherworld-like places in Ueno, especially Shinobazu Pond. They say the pond itself is a portal. The pond is a portal to the Netherworld? So if we go in the water, we come out somewhere else? I've played that game. What are you talking about? I don't know what she's talking about either, to be honest. I mean, I guess that happened in Bloodborne, but that's like a pretty common thing, I think. Like, jumping through water as a mirror into another world. I saw something online the other day about an elevator in the multi-tenant building in Ueno leading to the Netherworld. But I've been searching forever since and can't seem to find that kind of website. Oh, that's totally a thing. You try to find a website you were browsing before, but it's totally gone. Yeah, totally. That's the interdimensional elevator. Press the right buttons and it'll take you to the Netherworld. To think it was a random elevator in a random Ueno building. Something that incredible located in a place like this? If it was that easy, so many people would have gone into the Netherworlds by now. There are versions with 10 plus floors and 3 floors. If a woman suddenly gets in the elevator, that's it. I guess that woman wouldn't be human then. There are that many versions of it? Has anyone actually made it with that, though? Let's try Underground Ueno. There's a secret World War II base under Ueno. I was gonna say WW2. A secret base? That means it's still in use now? I doubt it. During the war, military facilities were moved underground to protect them from air raids. Is this not a lie or a rumor? To avoid air attacks, that does make sense if it's a real thing. And not just in Ueno. Tokyo has an underground And not just in Ueno. Tokyo has an underground passage called the Royal Underpass. It's used for a VIP evacuation route and nuclear shelter. Isn't this just common sense? The Royal Underpass. Somehow that makes my mouth water. There's no food court down there. If you walk in Ueno Park, the ground sometimes shakes, even in parts where you know there's no subway underneath. The ground shakes? That would mean something's down there. Isn't it just their imagination? So that sound wasn't the subway, but a motor sound from an underground military facility. Even though no one's down there, the machines are still running. A facility no one is using that still has motors running? Eee. You get scared by the most random things. Speaking of underground Ueno, doesn't it remind you of the Iron Barrier? Iron Barrier. I may or may not have heard of that? Yeah, some urban myths are like that. Iron Barrier. Isn't that about the Yamanote line? About how it's shaped like yin and yang to protect Tokyo. Hi, Sleek Avian. Nice to see you around. Train tracks forming yin and yang. That's so impressive. That's just a theory. They can easily destroy the Yamanote line because it's above ground. That's why they moved it underground, right? How's it going? It's going good. I keep picking games that have lots of talking in them right next to each other. But you know, I just like them. So, oops. So it was hidden underground. What an idea. Just a theory. The Ueno Underground is the vital point of Iron Barrier because it's located in the northeast, the unlucky direction. At least, that's what I read in Tsutomu Kisaragi's book. A vital point about the Iron Barrier? What does that mean? Like a weak point? The vital point of that Iron Barrier. What happens if it's destroyed? Tokyo will be destroyed? LOL? They have a point. If the barrier breaks, is Tokyo doomed? Is Japan done for? I'm guessing demons would invade? Yamanote line reminds me, I heard a ghost appears at an exit of an Ueno station. Stations really have a lot of rumors. A ghost at an exit? Which one? What happens if you use the exit while it's there? If it appears when you go through the gate to a station, maybe you'll never leave the station again. The classes are reacting to stations. Lots of stories out there about lines connecting stations to the netherworld. Research time. Netherworld Station. If we're talking about an otherworldly station, Kisaragi Station comes to mind. Tsutomu Kisaragi loved that station. Kisaragi Station? As in Tsutomu Kisaragi? It's just coincidence. I've seen a picture of that online. It was found to be fake. So this dark station photo is a fake? We should probably assume that. These otherworldly stations are not somewhere you can randomly decide to just vacation to. Otherworldly stations like Tsukinomiya, Yami, Sutaka, Hitsuga, Amagataki? How many are there? Not over 100, right? Do you think there really are that many of them? The possibilities are endless. Those are the stations found by people who went and managed to get back. If we include those who didn't come back, it's gotta be well over 100. Those who didn't come back? Seems like there are stations that people can't come back from. Wow, that's scary. How do you manage to go to one? Do you just ride on the train? Are there people who want to go? Only those with overactive imaginations. There was one you could get to by riding the train without stopping from Akibahara Station, but Tsutomu Kisaragi tried it a bunch and said he never managed to get to it. Dr. Kitsuragi tried multiple times. Someone had a lot of free time. Or, I guess it was his job. Kisaragi Station is the worst of them though, right? If you accidentally get off the train, you'll never make it back. Never coming back? Scary. It's not a real place you can even get to. So you'd think, but if you make it there, they say there's a spatio-temporal dude who can help you get back. A spatio-temporal dude? So this time it's not about how to get there, but how to get back out. I have to see spatio-temporal dude. Spatio-temporal dude. Good news for people who have been dragged into the netherworld. If you're reading this, give me a shout. Great, if you got your head screwed on, start looking for the spatio-temporal dude. Apparently he helps people who are lost in the netherworld get home. He just looks like a normal middle-aged man, so he won't be easy to find. There may even be several spatio-temporal dudes, but that's still unconfirmed. Anyway, just make sure he knows you're not supposed to be there. The spatio-temporal dude should be able to tell just by looking at you. So don't give up hope. Keep praying that you meet him. Just be warned, sometimes he can't help at all. It's rare, but it's all up to him. Alright, let's try, Netherworld Underground? The Underground often leads to Netherworlds, especially in Japan. Why especially Japan? I wonder. Izanagi's visit to Yomi? I think Yomi is probably the first Netherworld from Japanese myths. Visit to Yomi? What's that? Some Izanagi guy went to visit his deceased wife in Yomi. But he saw that she had no makeup on, and he decided to turn around and go home. Or something. Even in death, you're supposed to keep up appearances. Well, I want to be free from makeup when I'm dead. You could be free from makeup now if you just choose to not wear it. It's interesting how that works. Omusubi Kuririn is also about the netherworld. Those places are definitely underground. That's a story of a man whose rice balls fall into a hole and he follows them in, right? And then he finds the Mouse Kingdom. Wait. Is this like the theme park with something else underground? You're mixing things up. And in Alice in Wonderland, she ends up in a different dimension after jumping down a rabbit hole. That's a common theme. Other worlds and underground? There may be some connection. Teacher, is Agartha and the Hollow Earth theory also considered another world? Hollow Earth theory? Agartha? What do those even mean? No idea. These interdimensional terms can be way too complex. Basically, the underground equals the netherworld. Be really careful when you go underground. I guess we should watch out when underground. So people working on water pipes are all netherworld explorers? Clues acquired. There really are a lot of stories about the Netherworld. I'm starting to feel like there are portals everywhere. I'm still not sure what exactly the Netherworld is. All we're turning up are vague stories of the Netherworld supposedly being there. There wasn't anything convincing about what happens if you do find yourself there. There was talk about a place out of this world from earlier, but not much for witnesses. If you do get to the Netherworld, you'd just be stranded there, right? I hope that's not where we're heading now. I doubt we'd go on a Netherworld safari. The organizer wouldn't want that liability. But how about the rumors of people going missing from this tour? Dun dun dun! Oh, we're gonna do the haunted elevator thing. And this here is our next location. It's just a random building? This rundown old place is the next spot? Yes. I will check again. Please be aware that this is just the entrance. The key is this elevator's buttons. Beep beep bop. Aha! A secret combination of buttons takes us there. Could this be the famed dimensional elevator? Could it be? Hey, how about you? Oh, thank you. Nice job on that, Sun Praiser. I didn't even have the chance to get to it myself. What the hell? We seem to be headed down, but beyond the existing... We seem to be heading down beyond the existing floors. B4? Could this be? Behold, our next mystery spot. An abandoned facility deep underneath Ueno. Wow. Where exactly are we? Is this from back during the war? Huh? Wait. Oh, no. The elevator, the button. It isn't responding! No signal on my phone either. No, 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 no. Why is this happening? We may be trapped underground. If we're in a regular basement, there should be stairs leading up somewhere. Dimension elevators don't always take you to the Netherworld. The Netherworld? If this is the Netherworld, we need to go back the way we came. No, 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 no. Nonsense. This couldn't possibly be. Hey, you're the guide. Stop panicking and do something. Isn't there a manual or something? For emergencies during the tour, I mean? I've received nothing of the sort. Yikes! Huh? Hey, we're missing one. That Kimura chick is gone. Huh? Maybe she headed back up alone? I'm neither liable nor accountable, you hear? That's not the point. We have here a strange note of some kind. Taking a look. Deep beneath Ueno, from the underworld, an ancient darkness looms, beyond the realm of the living. To cross the river of morning, seek the serpent's gold. Another quiz. Is this part of the tour, too? I can't say for sure. I know absolutely nothing, like I said before. Jasmine, what should we do? Just keep calm. But Kimura-san is gone. We need to find her now. We don't know if this is the Netherworld or where she might have gone. The elevator isn't moving, which means we can't go back the way we came. So our options are limited. We can't go back. And if this is the Netherworld, then... Hey, there's a puzzle here, too. Could just be part of the tour. If we solve it, maybe we'll get out? Zammy, we need to talk. Yes! Punches my mic. Jasmine, what are we gonna do? We're trapped here! This could just be part of the tour, you know. But the guy does look seriously panicked. The puzzle was to cross the River of Morning, seek the Serpent's Gold, right? We could start by looking into that. Yes! So what are we gonna do? Tell me you have something in mind. Calm down. Solving the puzzle might let us move forward, so let's focus on that first. First, how about asking that occult otaku Fujiwara about the quiz? Jasmine, any gut feelings? I really can't tell if this is an accident or a planned part of the tour. It's definitely getting harder to tell. Depends on whether Kimura-chan is safe or not. Kimura-san was on the elevator for sure, though I didn't see her stepping off it. So if we assume the worst, this could be a case of someone going missing? Shh, keep it down. Let's not stress them out even more. You can check around the elevator just to be sure. Those glasses might catch some traces. Understood. An old elevator with a bag dropped on the floor in front of it. Could this be Kimura-san's bag? Come on, move! No good, it won't budge. Mashing the buttons doesn't seem to work. I don't think it's gonna move. Well, there definitely is a trace here. I was trying to find traces of Kimura-san, but I'm not finding anything. Why not? It's as if she disappeared while on the elevator. Is she really missing then? The walls are clearly very old. Army Tunnel number 6. Some of the stations look like handprints. Creepy. Hey, I see something like dials on here. Looks like they can be turned. What are they for? 2 dials here. Looks like a dial lock of some kind. The dials have kanji on them. That one for Elderwood and this one for Tiger. Well, the serpent's gold, right? So we probably just need to change it to serpent gold, unless there's a specific word we're looking for. No way. Phone's not working. This can't be real. Hey, take it easy there. This is all part of the tour, isn't it? No. I told you. I hadn't heard such a thing. Yeah, but you also don't know what the tour is.
We'll get them next time.
The mission isn't failed. The tour is happening. The mission is totally fine. We're still on track. Please, just let this all be for show. Kimura-san has disappeared, or maybe she's gone missing. Duh, we're finished. We're all done for. No, wait, why did she disappear? Where? You don't just vanish into thin air. I looked around, but it really seems like she's just gone. Yes, ending, finale, epilogue. This is on me, right? Must be, of course. Please stay calm. Hey, are we really trapped in here? I can't say for sure, but yes, it does look like it. What the hell? Should have never joined this stupid tour. It's not even interesting. Lore dump about cats. Cats have 9 lives. There are a variety of supernatural cats that there are to be aware of. Grimalkins are said to be cats that live for a long time and are gray and often can turn into women. Kate Sith are cats like me who can turn into a human 9 times. No, yeah, and the Kate Sith are said to be humans who can turn into cats 9 times before they're stuck that way. Which I believe is where the 9 lives cat myth came from. Lynxes actually have a myth that they can see the opposite sides of objects. And because specifically in Scotland there was amber found in the ground around where sphinxes were, it was rumored that sphinx urine actually turned into gems or amber underneath the ground, which I think is very interesting. Do you think this is staged? Matsuda-san, do you think this is staged? Who cares, as long as we get out quick. Hell, I should have called it after the last spot. I'm glad you found it interesting. Matsuda-san, you mentioned you weren't that interested in the occult and such. Why did you stick with us this far? None of your business. Just kinda ended up here. Okay. An old and worn-down metallic cupboard covered in dust. I don't see anything inside. I was gonna ask where the cats having 9 lives thing come from. I believe it originates from the Kate Sith thing about being able to turn into a cat 9 times before they're stuck like that. But, I can't say definitively if it's from there, but there are definitely similarities. And the Kate Sith thing comes first. Each of the drawers has a nameplate on it. How do I read this again? It looks like this for king, but did it mean cow? Like this? Maybe it's just written badly. Mr. Gasmask, I'd like to talk for a bit. Yeah? What? Mr. Gasmask, do you think this is all a setup? Huh? Well, of course. The lights are on, for one, and that puzzle is proof that this is all for show. I guess, maybe so. That being said, this place is something. These people are all shady as fuck. Yup. An abandoned underground army facility? Sick. I can see the views rolling in. Kimura-san has disappeared, or maybe she's gone missing. Really? Or was she never on the elevator in the first place? That's not possible. I saw her on the elevator with my own eyes. Also, she said something while you were on the elevator. Is that so? Going missing during a mystery tour. That's true, I smell an article. That might mean we were first-hand witnesses. To tour participants disappearing? Sick! About the info in the Tenshu incident you received at the previous location? Yeah, I thought you might ask. Did you already look inside the envelope? No, not yet, actually. By the way, something's off about you. You keep snooping around. I've noticed this ever since this tour started. Sometimes putting on those glasses. What's up with that? The other girl with you, too. Observing us from a bit of a distance. Wearing a bored expression, but what's really going on with her? It's really not what you might think. That Matsuda guy, too. Keeps glaring at me since I found the Tenshu incident info. Must be really concerned about what's in it. And that otaku dude. You notice he sometimes had this weird look in his eyes? Is anyone on this tour even close to normal? Found a clue. Gas mask is perceptive. I mean, yeah. He is a journalist. What a marvelous spot for this is for occult fans and military fans. I'm glad you're having fun, but we might be trapped here, you know? Solving the riddle would lead us to the exit, I think. The message you read earlier, do you think it's part of the tour itinerary? Deep beneath Ueno, from the underworld and ancient darkness looms, beyond the realm of the living. To cross the rivers of morning, seek the serpent's gold. About these verses? Do you know what it's supposed to mean? Well, my own theory would be as follows. Firstly, deep beneath Ueno, from the underworld and ancient darkness looms, beyond the realm of the living. This probably means you are underground, which is the underworld, which is not the realm of the living. So, probably the mythical world of the dead, yes. The world of the dead? I assume the River of Morning is the River Styx? Then do you, or the what is it called? The Sanzu River? Then do you know what the River of Morning and the Serpent's Gold might mean too? Let me think. The message advised us to cross the River of Morning, seek the Serpent's Gold. The River of Morning mentioned here corresponds to the Sanzu River in Buddhism, or Styx in the Greek mythology. Got both of them, there it is. Therefore, it is suggesting we pay a gold coin to cross the river, which you would pay to the boatman, Charon in Greek mythology. I'm not sure what the name is in Japanese, in Buddhism, but I think there's multiple. I see, which means we have to find that gold coin first. I'm not sure why it's the serpent's gold, though. Maybe there's a snake on it? Unless, because he mentioned that the snake might be a water spirit. So maybe it's like specifically a real body of water, like that just appears to be the river Styx. Supposing we do find the gold coin, how are we supposed to pay it? If this is a puzzle, there should be a mechanism somewhere that allows us to. Would you look around for a serpent's coin as well as the River of Mourning? Understood. Is there anything else you'd noticed? About this space we're in, I see various instances of the 10 heavenly stems and 12 earthly branches. So I would imagine these are related to the puzzle. Stems and branches? The dozen earthly branches denote a 12-year cycle. Mouse, ox, tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, sheep, monkey, rooster, dog, and boar. Combined with the 10 heavenly stems, these form a 60-year calendar. The 10 heavenly stems are the elder and younger versions of the 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water. The year 2020, for example, was the year of the mouse, but also elder metal. In brevi, in short, this space has numerous words combining 2 kanji. Yes. I wrote up some notes about the 10 heavenly stems and 12 earthly branches. Maybe they help you solve the puzzle. Oh wow, thank you. I didn't really get what he was saying, but oh well. It seems the instances are lacking certain words from the 60-year cycle. You might want to determine which ones. Yeah, so I'm gonna say the mechanism probably has the keys for snake and elder metal, which I assume would be gold. Oh. This is definitely the river. This whole wall is made of thick steel. There's a lot of red rust here. There are marks on the floor as if something was dragged away from the wall. Or is it dragged towards the wall? If so, the marks are cut off at the wall, which would be kind of strange. It's past 3 a.m., so I do the death now. Good hunting. Well, thank you, Sunpraiser. I appreciate you being around. Whoops, almost missed it in all the rust. There's some kind of dial here, too. Oh, so there's 2 different dials. These dials also show combinations of 2 kanji. Checking Fujiwara-san's notes, seems like these dials are missing elder metal and sheep. How are these supposed to help us solve the puzzle? Oh. Well, that's the ferryman, all right. What is this shadow doing? It seems its attention is on the wall. Is it a trace of someone setting up something on the wall? This ghost-like shadow I see here and there. Could they be the ferryman who takes us across the river? If so, should we hand them the serpent's coin? Nope, I can't physically hand them anything. So what should we do then? This shadow is placing something on the drawers. Maybe the nameplates on the drawers were put there recently? Just like Fujiwara-san mentioned, these kanji also form a 2 kanji word. Checking Fujiwara-san's notes. Here, it looks like this for younger water and this for rooster are missing. This may be part of the puzzle, so I should remember them. I thought this would be the most likely place to find serpent coins, but, nowhere in sight. Nope, none lying around. Maybe somewhere else? These dials also show 2 kanjis. Checking Fujiwara-san's notes. Here, the 2 missing ones seems to be this for elder water and this for snake. Are these used to solve the puzzle too? We found snake. Tried looking, but no luck so far. The serpent coin probably isn't around here. I was thinking the serpent coin might be in the bag. Fujiwara-san, mind if we talk a bit? The time approaches. Fujiwara-san? About the steel wall in the back. It's covered in red rust and looks like a river. I'm pretty sure that it's the River of Mourning. That is indeed a possibility. Those red patterns look like a design, so it's unlikely to be just a regular wall. Please check if anything else stands out. Okay, I'll take a look. Suspicious objects. Oh, now I have to go back to the bag. No? Suspicious objects. No. No. Mr. Gasmask, this is a long shot, but would you happen to have a gold serpent coin? Huh? Serpent coin? Who would have something like that? Thought so. Do you have a gold serpent coin? Hey, ask the guide if anything's changed, will ya? Matsuda-san, this is random, but would you happen to have a serpent coin? Huh? Serpent coin? What makes you think I would? Of course, sorry for bothering you. What's happening? No way out, and I keep calling, but no one's picking up. Why? Mr. Guide? Doomed. What should I do? We're doomed. Excuse me? Oh, hello. Do you happen to have any serpent coins? Serpent coins? I guess not, of course. If a Japanese koban counts as a coin, actually yes. Really? Oh. Okay, here it is. A koban coin from the Suijin shrine near the... Fucking from the shrine with the Suijin on it, which is the symbol we've been seeing. A koban from the Suijin shrine? Could I borrow it for a bit? Yeah, sure. This koban coin. Fujiwara-san might know something. I couldn't find a gold coin itself, but our guide had a koban from the Suijin shrine at Shinobazu Pond. Oh? Lo and behold! A Mizeni Mamori charm from the Suijin shrine! Water and rivers have indeed been often been depicted as serpents in worship since the days of old, yes. Koban coins are gold coins, of course, so this would qualify as serpent's gold. Eureka, eureka! I thought the serpent's gold would be hidden somewhere in this room. If our guide had this, was it just part of the puzzle? Aha! This koban seems to be one of the ultra hyper rare ones, only 10 of which were minted in 2013. An ultra hyper rare design commemorating 2013, which was a younger water snake year. It's said to mega buff your monetary luck. Mega buff? Oh, wow. In fact, I own one of these kobans myself. Behold the utter brilliance of the younger water snake kanji, 2013 in heavenly stems and earthly branches. As the cycle is 60 years, younger water snake coins would be next be sold in 2073. I was blessed with this koban in my one and only chance during this lifetime. So that means, in brevi, 2 hyper ultra rare kobans just happen to coincide here. Huh? Is that even possible? Oh, wait. If I remember correctly, Mr. Yamada Gasmask owns one too. I recall him bragging online about owning one, narrowly missing a flame war. Daha, which means that 3 of those 10 kobans are gathered here, a divine happenstance. Is that even possible? I'll go ask Mr. Gasmask if he has it too. That is crazy. Could I ask you something? Mr. Gasmask, would you happen to have a koban from the Suijin shrine? Huh? I heard from Fujiwara-san that you had one, and that you bragged online and almost got flamed. The guy who's standing 10 meters away just happens to be someone who owns the incredibly rare coin thing? No way. And the guy standing next to him also owns the same one? Mind if I take a look? Yeah, here it is. It is the same one. What do you mean? Our guide, Fujiwara-san, Mr. Gas Mask. There are only 10 rare Kobans issued, and 3 of them are gathered here. Huh? Which means maybe Matsuda-san has one too. I'll go check with Matsuda-san. So maybe the person setting up the tour specifically is grabbing people who have these really rare coins and is hoping to, like, steal them? Matsuda-san, do you have a Koban from the Suijin Shrine? Huh? It seems the Koban is the key to escaping this place. The Suijin Koban, yeah? I have one here, see? Please let me see it. It's all worn out, so you can't really tell what it says. It's the same Koban! What's up? So we'll be getting out of here, yeah? If rare coin things are just Asian Wonka tickets confirmed. Yeah, but instead of a guide to eventually, like, own the world's most successful chocolate factory, you get trapped in a military tunnel and presumably get, robbed. Hold on a minute, let me think this over. Ugh, I'm trying to think. But this puzzle's way too difficult. No, it isn't. You just bring a younger water snake coin to the place that is missing the younger water snake things. We just saw those. Are you dumb? Let us look at the puzzle itself once more. The puzzle went like, deep beneath Ueno, from the underworld an ancient darkness looms, beyond the realm of the living. To cross the river of morning, seek the serpent's gold. That should be it. Mrs. Zama, you have what it takes to figure this out. I believe you found both the river and the coins. That face when the protagonist is an idiot. Well, she has to be an idiot so that Megaria has to keep showing up. So she has to keep summoning her Tulpa. Yes, that's true. It looks like combinations of 2 kanjis have something to do with them. But we don't know what to do with the serpent coins. The serpent coins, or the Kobans that everyone had. There must be some way to represent them. When you examine the dials and nameplates, there was something different about each set. And Fujiwara-san mentioned his admiration for the Mizeni Mamori charm, issued in 2013. The river and the Kobans. What is it we're supposed to do in the place that matches the 2? Set the... let's see. Set the dial lock on the near wall to younger water snake. Set the dial lock on the near wall to younger water snake. Oh no, because that's missing both of them. Which one wasn't missing both? I assume it's just the one on the river, right? I thought we would put the coins where the things were missing. Steel wall in the back. Yeah. Set the dial lock on the steel wall in the back to younger water snake. Yes, that must be it. There was something missing from the kanjis on each dial. Only the dials on the steel wall in the back can be set to younger water snake the year the Kobans came out. Let's try setting the dials on the steel wall in the back. Good. I love that she's like, yay, I did it. And also there are just like shapes. She successfully did shapes. Let's set the dials to younger water and snake. Here we go. Yes, it opened. All right, we can open this door now. Hey everyone, we solved the puzzle. Whoa! We did it! Finally, we're out of here. Almost thought we were really trapped down here. Zami, let's give this steel door a push. You all help out too. Oh, right, let's go. Phew, it took a while, even with everyone pushing. Dark underground tunnel. Guess we'll be following it? Elevator's out of business. Only way forward, yeah? Be right back, food run. Yeah, don't worry about it. Hurry up, guide. No, no, no. How could I possibly? We don't have much choice. Let's go. Zammy, grab this. Good thing I brought flashlights, night tour and all. What, you're saying I'm leading this? To be honest, everyone here is up to something. I'll keep watching from the back. Remember what happened to Kimura? Anyone does anything shady, I'll take him down. Okay. How long have we been walking? I think it's been an hour already. Nah, it hasn't even been 10 minutes. Also, do you smell something funny? Yeah, it's gas. But it's not that strong, so it won't hurt us. Considering where we are, let's hope it's not some weird gas leak. Impressive. I thought you were just some regular chick, but are you in some special line of work? Nah, I'm just trying out the moves from some action films. Huh, really? So where the hell are we? I'm not sure. Oh, Fujiwara-san! Maybe our occult insight can tell us where we might be right now? What's with him? The guy hasn't said a word since we got to these tunnels. Hold on, look at this. Aha! It leads to a subway. Railroad tracks? Tracks? Really? Yes, there's a way out. We're getting out! If we follow them, we might reach a subway station somewhere. I never thought we'd stumble upon subway tracks. The closest subway line in the area would be Keisei line. But the tracks we're following are single track. Guess this might be one of the side tracks? I mean, it's probably a closed down railway project, considering it just ends. Is it just me, or are we being watched? It's felt like that for a while now. Also, I think I hear footsteps from behind us, and what sounds like singing. The gas is starting to get stronger, too. Oh no. My flashlight's flickering, it's about to go out. I know there's something lurking ahead. Right? Right? Ah! Hey, your yelling is stressing me out. Please stop. There's a station. Huh? Wait, look over there. It's a station. Dollars to donuts, we're fully gonna be sprinting back down that tunnel as hard as we can. My flashlight's out. Glad we made it in here with the last of the battery. So which station is this, eh? Is it even a station in use, or an abandoned one? Hmm? Oh, you're right. Doesn't look like a regular station. It's definitely abandoned. No. No way. This couldn't be... Kisaragi's station? Huh? What the... Hey, they're gone! Yikes! Jasmine isn't with us. Oh, fuck, we lost Jasmine. She's the only one of us who knows how to throw hands. We're fucked. And Fujiwara-san, too. Fujiwara-san fucking solved most of the last puzzle by himself. So we might actually be fucked without Jasmine or him. Huh? I'll go back for them. The flashlight's dead, remember? Oh, right. Think. Matsuda-san, do you have a lighter? Yeah, sure, but... Don't. A single spark in this place. The gas will catch fire and we'll die in a huge explosion. I mean, you don't know if it's flammable gas. It could be fire retardant gas, and then we'd be fucked in a different way. Then we just have to look for a way up. I mean, there are stairs. The path leading out is closed off with metal shutters. So now we're stuck in this station? And here's another message mentioning a puzzle. Hear this from a denizen of the underworld. An otherworldly path leads back to the living. What is this saying? We have 3 people missing. You're still messing around? What the heck is your point? An otherworldly path leads to the living. So presumably, if we turn around and follow our tracks backwards, we'll find the people who are missing. Yeah, but we don't have much choice. Even if we could find our way back in the dark, that elevator still doesn't work. And now the gas is getting stronger. Phew, never thought I'd actually get to use this. Do you even have a filter in there? Mr. Gas Mask is back to gas masking. So solving the puzzle is our only way out? Well then, here goes. Station. There are stairs on the other side of these metal shutters. We might be able to reach the surface through there. I should check if the shutters can be raised. Just in case. Impossible. It's not moving even a bit. Hear this from a denizen of the underworld. An otherworldly path leads back to the living. Not sure what this is supposed to mean. Fujiwara-san's no longer with us. Will any of us be able to make sense of it? A metal door. Maybe a storage room for the station staff? It has a huge padlock on it. It looks impossible to open. Oh, well, there's the snake again. The lock has a 4-digit dial on it. Also, this symbol. It's the same one for Suijin-sama, the water god that we saw earlier in the park. I wonder if anyone might know the correct 4-digit number? Presumably the guy with the snake.
But wow, this station makes me wonder if this is actual reality. So to leave this unreal place, we need to solve that puzzle.
I see. I wonder what this place is.
Looks like an old station platform. But if you told me this is the Netherworld, I'd probably believe you.
Is this the Netherworld? Mr. Gas Mask, have you figured out what the puzzle means?
Hear this from a denizen of the underworld. An otherworldly path leads back to the living. So, some say the underworld is a never-changing sanctuary of sorts, and the living means the world we knew.
A never-changing sanctuary? I guess this place might fit that description. So it's talking about a way to return to reality from here? Thank you!
It's talking about a way to the land of the dead.
The land of the dead. So the way to return to reality from here is the path of the dead, meaning maybe it was already shown on our way here?
Something like that, I think. I'll give this puzzle a little more thought. Could you go check around the station?
Yeah, no problem. The part of the sign with the station name on it was taken down? I wonder what station it was. Any hidden mechanisms in the panel? No, it's just a regular sign. The station's creepy. Gives me chills. Let's solve this puzzle and get out of here. Hell. How'd things end up like this? What do you think about this situation? Thoughts? I have a big meeting to be at tomorrow, so we better make it out of here or else. The meeting is really your main concern right now? A station bench. How old is it? The paint is all dry and cracked. Maybe that's a secret exit underneath. No, of course not. We won't make it out of here alive, will we? Don't say that. We might still find a way out. I really need to take a break. I wonder where Jasmine, Fujiwara-san, and Kimura-san went. Why, oh why is this even happening? I need to quit this job. No, actually, the year of younger water snake on the gold coins that are represented by Matsuda's thing, maybe that's the 4-digit combination? About the dial on the door. Oh? This is the weird mark that was drawn on Matsuda-san's tour materials. It's the same as the one we saw at Shinobazu Pond, right? Are there any 4-digit numbers that might be related? Nothing in the reference materials I received. Oh, by the way, the 4-digit number back at the pond was... You mean 0921? Right, the date of the Ueno Tenshu incident. Yes, September 21st. Also the day Kengo Nomura passed away. Oh, that's right, the day he left this world. Maybe. That might be it. There's a ventilation duct near the ceiling. Could it lead to the surface? Way too high to reach. It doesn't look like the type that opens, and it doesn't look wide enough to crawl through. No way out from here. Stairs leading from the platform to the tracks, but it's totally dark down there. If the flashlight hadn't died, we could have gone a bit further. Aha. So there were people in there? Yikes. I see hands wrapped around the ventilation duct. Why are they up there? That's actually spooky, considering these are traces and not just ghosts. So those are things that were there? This trace is strange. It's very vague. Maybe the shadow of someone who used this station back then? I wonder if this station was ever actually in use. The trace of someone putting up a piece of paper. Might be the organizer of this tour. Here goes nothing. 0921. Oh, okay. Oh, it opened? This number is the date of the Ueno Tenshu incident and Kengo Nomura's passing. Why would the padlock open with that number? Is someone trying to tell us something? Let's check the station staff room. An old work desk. I wonder when it was last used. Anything in the drawers, please? Nothing here. There's the snake. A row of old lockers. It's faint, but there's graffiti painted on here too. Yep, there's the tour guide again. I've seen this shadow before. God of Death-ish shadow from before the River of Mourning. Could there be something in the lockers? Yeah, no fucking shit. It has a snake on it. Most of the lockers are just closed. But there's one locker with a dial lock. 4 digits again? Let's try 0921 again. Nope, not that easy. What stands out in the snake drawing on the locker door? Speaking of snake on this tour, reminds me of the Suijin Shrine coins. This one is 2013. A 4-digit number related to the Suijin Shrine coins? I wonder what it could be. I think someone mentioned something. Who might remember? Me, I remember. Fucking goddamn it. I can't just put it in, I gotta go ask somebody. Let's get back to the platform. I mean, they all had them, so they all might remember the year. I think the tour guide definitely would, but he also might. Mr. Gasmask, I'd like to talk for a bit. Mr. Gasmask, about the Koban coin you have. Can you think of any 4-digit numbers related to that coin?
Huh? 4 digits? No idea.
How about 2013? How about the year of the young water snake? I see.
By the way, if you look into the coins again, is there another puzzle?
That's right. It's strange that we'd be asked for similar answers, isn't it? I wonder if the puzzle itself is hinting at something to make us realize. Or am I overthinking this? Matsuda-san, could I bother you for a bit? Matsuda-san, you had a Koban coin, right? Yeah, you know I do. You happen to know a 4-digit number related to the coin? Yeah, there was something, yeah, a younger water snake anniversary one, once every 60 years back in 2013 or so. 2013. Sounds like it might work. Thank you. Well, I'm sure glad I couldn't just remember that myself. I had to talk to Matsuda again. I mean, with 2013, that's a complete date. It's 9/21/2013. Open. Please open. Oh, went the wrong way. 2013. Here we go. It opened. Ugh, what is this? The sinner with the marked arm shall never return to the living. May you repent here till you rot. What do you mean it ends here? We don't have any more hints. No puzzles to solve.
A mark on the arm? Seriously?
Mr. Gas Mask?
It's nothing. Things are kind of bleak, huh? How do we get out?
Do you have a... Gas Mask, do you have an arm tattoo? Be real here. Maybe there never was a way out for us in the first place. It might just be that the person flooded the facility with gas, and they're planning on taking revenge on someone by pretending there's a tour with a bunch of false leads. Then they wait for the gas to knock them out, and then remove everyone except for that one person, and then take that person and trap them in the vent up there? Excuse me. Is it me, or does it smell weird?
Yeah, it definitely smells. The gas keeps getting stronger.
Oh no.
If it keeps getting worse, we'll be in trouble, explosion or not.
Oh no. Hey. Is someone there? Who is it? Whew, wow. Glad we finally made it. I fucking knew it was Jasmine. Jasmine? And Fujiwara-san? This guy was acting shady back in the tunnel, so I kept an eye on him. And then he started sneaking back the way we came. So I chased him down and grabbed him. Nonsense! I must do what I need to do. None of you understand the utopia we were promised. Dr. Kisaragi was innocent. They were deep in anguish. Great reset! He's been like this for a while now. How's things on your end? Found a way out? About that. Out of options. Oh, jeez. What can we do? Are we stuck underground forever? Isn't there a way out somewhere? The question is, why did Gas Mask take off his gas mask? My phone? This is where I saw the strange hand-like shadows. I have a signal here? It seems you're safe and sound. I was worried there. Director-san! Your voice has a strong echo. What have you wandered into? No wonder all my calls went unanswered. Maybe all the hands were him trying to reach me? We're still trapped here, in a place like a netherworld station. And the gas keeps coming. We're running out of time. Please keep calm. If we shed some light on this case, you should be able to make it. You will need to gain permission from the denizen of your underworld. Permission to head back to the living world. Okay. Huh? You're actually getting a signal? That's right. Just around here, it seems. Hurry up and do something. That gas keeps coming. How about you call for help, like, right now? Oh, I'm about to faint. Unhand me, you brutes! I'll make sure this guy behaves. Go for it, Sammy. Then let us begin, Mrs. Ame, without attracting too much attention to my presence. Good idea. This isn't really the time for the usual dissolution. In a rather unexpected and fun turn of events, your tour has found its way deep into the bowels of the earth. I really wouldn't call it fun. We're on the brink of death here. I see. The Netherworld's miasma seems to be taking its toll. To return to reality, we must purge you of this deathly corruption. The Eye reveals all. Eye Opener. Activates my Cryptex abilities. Now, let the dissolution begin. Yes! The Ueno Occult and Dark Tour has led you to the Netherworld, the Shinobazu Pond, the site of an unsolved murder, and an abandoned facility and tunnel. You have ended up in what seems to be the Netherworld. What are your thoughts on your experience so far? I really miss this guy right now. Asking for you this less for customer feedback, and rather to assess common traits among those who reach the Netherworld. So, Mrs. Ami, how would you describe the participants on this tour? Everyone had a reason to be part of the tour. This is going to be a vague answer, but everyone had a reason to go on or some connection with the tour. They had various reasons. Strong interest in the occult, to write an article on the tour, acquaintance of the Shinobazu Pond ghost. You could also say that those who reach the Netherworld have uncanny reason to attract each other. That is the basis we should start from. The Netherworld that supposedly exists on the flip side of this Ueno area. Don't you feel there's some kind of story behind this place? Something distinctively different from common tropes such as the presence of fae or anomalous abominations. As if the underworld were that much nearer. So, Mrs. Ami, let me ask you about the activities that were prepared for this tour. All of the activities had one element in common. Do you know what it was? Something to do with an unsolved case. Something to do with an unsolved case. This is just a guess, but I think they're looking for the Ueno Tenshu incident's murderer. Excellent. The puzzles presented as activities on this tour were all related to the Ueno Tenshu incident. What might this suggest? That this particular netherworld may be related to Kengo Nomura. In your earlier answer to my first question, you mentioned the tour participants all had good reasons to be here. My next question is about those participants themselves. So, Mrs. Ami, there was one thing that all the other participants had in common. What was it? Each had a Suijin Shrine Koban. Though I don't know how or why. All of the participants had a Koban from the Suijin Shrine. Excellent. Almost all the tour participants owned a rare coin, of which only 10 are known to exist. It is as if the organizer, keeper of the Netherworld, had gathered owners of that particular coin. Well, welcome back, Sleek Avian. We're dissolutioning right now. All in all, the tour organizer seems to be looking for someone specific. Perhaps they were gathering participants and observing them from the Netherworld. On to the final step, Mrs. Ami. My next question is about the tour guide's handouts being one envelope short. Is that even a factor right now? Any thoughts on the tour handouts being one envelope short? Our guide mentioned he had just passed out what he received from the organizer. So it's strange that there would be such an oversight, which may mean that the handouts themselves were present as intended. But there was someone in the group who wasn't invited to the tour. Huh? Someone who wasn't invited? So, Mrs. Ami, someone on this tour is here uninvited. Do you know who they are? I mean, I would say it's us. The guide wasn't invited, but he's working here. Could it possibly be us two? Brilliant. Bingo. I've always wanted to say that, by the way. Your invitation DMs were forged by yours truly. Oh my fucking god, there was never a real person who invited us. God damn it, you fucking asshole. What can't you do? Even an anonymous organizer needs a social network account for their online activities. We happen to have a handy tool that enables us to borrow such accounts. Do you mean you hacked their account? Mrs. Zombie. That is not important right now. He totally avoided the question. Anyway, so you used that handy tool to create a fake invitation message. With an uninvited duo showing up, it's only natural that you'd be missing one set of handouts. You two were the intruders in this tour. The key turns. That doesn't tell us anything, though. Now, the final question to illuminate everything. Mrs. Ami, you mentioned earlier that someone is looking for Nomura-san's murderer, seeking to avenge him. Well, that was just a hunch of sorts. That is the key factor in determining this tour's organizer. This tour invited individuals related to the Ueno Tenshu incident. Yet, unlike you and Jasmine, there was a certain tour invitee who did not share common characteristics with the other participants. Wait, you mean someone who had a characteristic that the tour organizer would never have chosen? Who was this person? Yeah, it was Kimura-san. Of course the normal woman was the murderer. Could it be Kimura-san? You and Jasmine are outsiders to the tour. Of the official participants, she is the only woman. Oh no. You may recall greeting her when you first reached the tour's meeting point. I think I asked her if we were at the tour's meeting point. Do you remember who answered and how? It was Kimura-san. She said no, she doesn't think so. But that was because the only person capable of identifying intruders to the tour is the tour organizer themselves. Indeed, it was her. It was Kimura-san, the organizer of the tour and resident of the Netherworld. Kimura-san, or rather, Miss Tomoko Nomura. The mystery is now solved. I wonder if this game is going to have a non-female culprit at some point. Because literally both of the previous ones were both women. Tomoko Nomura. I didn't expect anyone to figure it out. You? I wouldn't take another step if I were you. I've set this place up to fill with gas. Just one little spark and... No! You've made a real mess of my plans. As this tour's organizer, I find that unforgivable. But it's been taken care of now. Kimura-san, you're alright. Who cares about that? We're all about to die here. And you're Nomura's sister? What's your problem with us? Why even run this stupid tour? To hunt down the real murderer of my brother Kengo, of course. The murderer didn't even touch my brother's wallet. But there was one thing they did take. The Suijin Shrine Koban I gave him. Tell me, who among you took it? Show of hands, please. Matsuda here took forever to accept my invitation messages. I told the police countless times that Matsuda had a motive to murder my brother and should be a strong suspect. That's because I have an alibi. No way I could have killed Nomura. But you did have a motive. My brother often told me about the hazing from a jealous colleague. My brother was rushed to the hospital just before dying. He told me the murderer has a mark on his right forearm. Mr. Matsuda, could you roll up your sleeve and show us? Why the hell would I do that? Never mind then. Everyone, this is the end. Thanks for coming. Wait. Here, you happy? No marks. Kimura-san. I mean, Nomura-san. It looks like Matsuda-san isn't the culprit. What? No way. That can't be. I didn't take his coin. I went to buy it myself. And I have an alibi for when Nomura was attacked. I do have tattoos on my upper arm. Looks too scary for a museum employee, so I try not to show it. Then it must be you, Gas Mask. Yamada. Nomura-san, please stop. Shut up. Do you have any idea what I've been through these past 7 years? The world goes crazy over the Tenshu incident, but nobody cares about the victim's family. Suddenly, there's suspicions around Sumitomo Kisaragi, and everyone labels him a murderer. And once Kisaragi kills himself, they blame the press for overdoing it. And when they've had enough, they get bored and leave? Nomura-san. Gas Mask, roll up your sleeve. Roll it up right now. As you wish. No, Mark. How come? Nomura-san, please. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Let it go. You had the wrong idea, so let's all just head back up. Come with me. Who? Me? Zammy? No one else move. If you try anything... We won't do anything. Please don't turn that on. Damn. She's out of range of flying knee. We're fucked. No one will bother us now. I know you understand me. Sorry for shouting at you back there. Now I don't have to. Nomura-san, are you really set on getting revenge? I can't forget. He was my brother. Kengo was my brother. Yes, I'll be doing more of these events. Asami-chan, it's you, isn't it? I would really like your help, because you understand me. I wanted to talk to you about that. Why me? Let's head back up. Just the two of us? Oh yes, take this. The key to those shutters there. You can keep it. See? You can trust me. But why? Because it's you, Azami-chan. We'll have everyone else die and move on together. Azami-chan? Nomura-san. I thought you were smarter than this, but clearly I was wrong. Why? How could you say such a thing? So, this man with the mark on his arm who stole the coin from your brother. What if he had sold the coin right away? Tomoko Yuri Warrior. I support women's wrongs, especially if they're lesbians. What if there are multiple murderers involved? Despite the years you spent, the results are underwhelming. Director, you don't have to put it like that. Tomoko-san, please listen to me. Avenging your brother won't make him happy. Asami-chan, why are you saying this? This was the only way for me. I was sure I could make it work. The next tour will be the one. Next time, one day, roaming the netherworld fueled by those words. How quaint. You are unfit to see this vengeance through. Don't say that. Then what am I supposed to do from here on for my brother? Please tell me, how could I make this work? I'll do better next time. Please stop, Nomura-san. You're only making your brother sad. Why, Asami? I must find out who killed my brother. For Kengo. And here I am, back on terra firma. Talk about a refreshing breath of air. Like hell it is. You might have caught me, but we are many. The prophecy will be fulfilled. I'll make sure to hand these two over to the cops. Zammy? The mysterious organizer of the occult and dark tour, we were ultimately unable to determine who it was. The organizer seems to have gone missing in an abandoned underground station in Ueno. Did they step too close to the netherworld? Were they from there in the first place? And that's it for the Urban Myth Dissolution Center channel today. Stay tuned. Man, this case was way too exhausting. When she took you away, I thought it was over. It was so sudden, I was lost as well. But great job on talking her out of it. Might be a secret skill of yours. I was just lucky. By the way, what did the police say? Nomura-san turned out to be an employee of the company in charge of that underground facility. She'll be facing repercussions for using the facility and tunnel on her own. So that's why she had access to this station and underground area. Also, the gas that was building up underground. She had set up something in the ventilation ducts. I mean, did she really solo all of it? Seems impossible for just one person. I don't know. I don't think we'll ever know. How was your netherworld trip? Director? So, was Dr. Kisaragi the murderer or not? You must be pondering Nomura-san's words. The information that traverses the internet can give rise to both evil and good. Evil in the form of a culprit. That is what the Times called for 7 years ago. Called for? Evil? So the Illuminate cards aren't prophecies, but announcements of intent. We can conclude that these are acts of sabotage by antisocial elements. What about the Samizima admin? No trace so far. Not so easily baited. I'll continue gathering intel at the center. I'll leave that to you. The CUTU. Commissioner? Dear Samezima members, the Great Reset is nigh. The evil that dominates the present-day world will no doubt try to foil our plans. We must not falter. The general public is oblivious to the deceit. The world is ready for the Great Reset. And you will be the ones to make it happen. So he was the one that received the card that time. Interesting. Completed episode 3, Stairway to Limbo. And with that, we're going to end the stream. And I'm going to find somebody to raid. I hope you all enjoyed that, because I know I did. It was much more meaty than the one last week, which I appreciate. Thanks for streaming. I'm happy to do it. Let me find... Oh, somebody's playing... Melody Burst is playing Sly 2 Band of Thieves. That's kind of cool. I haven't seen that game in ages. So I'm going to send you over to Melody Burst. And I hope you enjoy their stream just as much as you enjoyed mine. I will see you all on Friday. We're going to be starting Of the Devil, which I'm extremely excited for. I've been itching to start streaming that. Yay, Melody Burst. Wahoo, Melody. Fuck, don't go. Had to get your sub in there last minute, huh? Well, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye.